Welcome back! Today we'll be finishing up our AR equipment art tier list. Joining me today is Archendale.
Hey.
Or sorry, Arkindale. You already corrected me for that. And
both are still right.
Right. You can find his channel in the title as well as the description, as well as Housamo joining as usual.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
Thanks for joining us again, Milk. And of course, you can find his stuff in the title as well as the description. And Harvey should be here, but I think he's asleep, so we'll just have to go ahead without him. Hopefully he can join halfway through. But this tier list stream is not going to be scripted. Also, let me just actually share the thingy. Oh yeah, I already shared the link. Anyway, we'll go ahead and continue off the tier list. So, where we last left off, we just finished placing the Akiha and Kima AR, and now we'll be covering the Lei Kushi AR. Not the Beast Tamers one, but rather the Street Star one. So, what do you guys think of this AR?
I like it a lot. Shuko bias, so I put it in A tier. I kind of like the side-by-side, like, fighting. It's dynamic. I like the contrast between the red and blue. I say A tier because Kushi has like French fry fingers, so that automatically demotes it from S tier. So, yeah.
I just noticed that. Yeah, I think this AR is pretty good. I liked it a lot more when it first released, but this is one of the, I mentioned this before stream, was a different AR, but this is one of the Gen 1 ARs, aka the one that released with the whole other batch of ARs. So I feel like I've become numb to liking it. The lighting's still good and the characters are quite accurate. But in my eyes, it's sort of just, nowadays I skim over it just because of how old it is. I'll probably rank it as like maybe high B or low A as a result.
I'd still give it A. Like, even though it's a launch AR, that shouldn't like decrease any points from it, from how good it looks still. Like, it still holds up to this day, I'd say.
You know, the Mona Lisa is known as a masterpiece worldwide, but because of how old it is, I have to rate it an F. That's just how it works.
Wow.
Anyway,
very hot take.
Oh, you are just calling this one the Mona Lisa. I'm just gonna say that. I didn't make that comparison.
I'm just making a joke. Calm down. I wouldn't argue with A. Since both of you said solid A, I'll just put them in the middle. I don't contest it. I'm being biased here for no reason. But yeah, we'll move on. So the next AR will be the Lab Jambavan AR. What do you guys think?
Okay, I also really like this AR because Fuguri drew Labe very wide, and he looks really good in it. And even though it's not a very like active and a more casual piece, I think it's like executed very well and shows their dynamic between the characters pretty well, even not knowing them. I put it at A, mainly more of like the higher end of A, mainly because I think Jambavan doesn't really look like more of like the teddy bear sort of vibe that I think Star Purine is going for, and more like a rat. So yeah,
the infamous rat Jambavan AR.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a Jambavan snout here that kind of weirds me out, but I'd still say this is A tier. I really like the scene here, and it's well deserved for what the scene is trying to show. Like, if we finally get to see what their what their dynamic is like. So I think that's well deserved. A.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. I think it shows an interesting view of a kind of unobserved part of some people's lives, aka lab life. We always get this romantic / extreme view on the media of how it's just like mixing potions and being a mad scientist and all that. But a lot of lab life is just moving through papers and looking online as well as through your notes and all that. And I think that's it touches on a personal note for me, based on my educational history. So I probably rate it high too. So I'm fine with A. So let's just move on. The Leviathan AR. Should I even open it, or should I just toss it in? Basically, a game
just a sprite AR.
Right. Oh man, too bad Harvey's not here for the Licho AR, first one of the batch for this stream. So, what do you guys think of this AR?
I think Licho looks good in it. Furufumi's also okay. The background's just kind of boring. I don't really like Licho's bulge in this because it's pretty distracting with its red fundoshi, but maybe people just like that sort of like sexualization. I think it's just kind of like out of place compared to the other colors in the AR. Like, I guess that's the point, but I don't think it's like appealing in the right way, so to speak. So overall, I think it's just an okay AR, maybe like B or A, probably B. No.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It's I'd say it's a B. It's like, it looks nice, but I don't know, for some reason I like the foreground, which is a weird thing to point out, but aside from that, I think it's just okay. Which is around B tier.
You guys gotta remember what you're anchoring on for. Remember this, the tier list, what we have so far. I would definitely rank this as maybe like C or D at this point, based on what's already at C or D. I just don't.
Yeah, well, it's been a while, so we have to like readjust our.
You can
own
look at it right now.
again.
Just look
Okay,
at.
let me look at.
Let
me look at this tier list. Jesus Christ. Okay.
But
I wouldn't put it at C tier. I think it looks well enough to not.
I have a
as
few
C tier.
problems with this AR that will like make me definitely not even want to put it in B. We'll probably just settle this low B in the end, but I'd say it's probably just, I don't know, the shininess of Licho's tongue is out of place given where the lighting is, the practical lighting, and you know, the face of Licho is also, I feel it's a bit odd, not really soft as like, but my main problem with it is actually just the angle. You know, it's supposed to be them looking at some scrolls and books and all that, but in reality it's not very flattering for them to get this sort of a low angle going on, looking upwards towards them. It's just not a pretty angle for either of them. And also, there's something a bit odd with Furufumi as well. Seems like his head's attached.
I think you're just rating it low because of Furufumi bias. But yeah, he looks kind of wonky here.
Okay, well, we'll just leave it at low B for now, if that's fine.
Maybe it's his like neck, right?
Or lack of, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah, I'd put it at like low B.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. What's up?
Oh, the other Licho AR. Yeah. I lost my place because there's another Furufumi AR.
Can you believe Harvey died at the part where we're talking about all the this is the Licho ARs? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to scold him later. Anyway, so this is the Motosumi Licho AR. What do you guys think of this one?
I like this AR because it's Hinami, so it's cute. I think it's only like a B tier, mainly because the background is not really like, it's not really that great. It's just sort of generic. I don't really understand why like Motosumi and Licho are doing this post in the first place, because I didn't really get that sort of relationship from them. It was more of like a sort of like strong and silent sort of support, in my opinion, in Jiangxi, but whatever. But I think it's overall drawn pretty cutely, so I guess it's like B to me. Yeah.
I would say I agree with you completely. My main criticism is the background. I mean, the background is well done. It's just, like, it's not relevant to what they're doing here. You know, it doesn't really set the scene for anything. Why is there an explosion happening? Is there a fight going on? Is it supposed to represent our friendship? If so, then why an explosion? I don't get this.
Yeah, like Hinami does it's pretty, but I mean, I get the background's meant to be stylish or whatever, but I guess in here, like sometimes it works, like the Mori Agio AR, but here, I guess it's just okay.
I mean, it's just like what between like Motosumi and Licho like deserves this sort of like
they're in the same
explosion?
school, I
It's
guess.
just like
But honestly, I'm
Yeah,
Tony
it's
mentioned it. I completely forgot they even interacted in Jiangxi at all. I completely forgot that Motosumi was in Jiangxi.
Well, he did the part where he like begged the shopkeepers in the finale, right? So
yeah, I think so.
So there's like this kind of like part where, you know, Licho learned to depend on other people. So like I can kind of see that connection, but in the context, the AR in that context just like makes no sense to me, because it's not that sort of like cute relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fictional relationship that never happened. I'll just toss it in middle of B, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, I still have a higher opinion than the last Licho AR.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, by the way, Harvey might be coming in a bit.
Harvey, the fuck? Let me read this. My phone notifs are broken or something. How about you set an alarm? God damn it. Anyways, you don't need your freaking phone alarm if you knew about this like a week in advance. Anyway, we can briefly revisit the Leech Show ARs later for Harvey's sake, but for now let's continue with the Leech Show Ryota AR.
How about we do the leaked Furufumi so that
Oh, just skip
we
one
don't
entirely?
just skip over.
Alright, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So leaked Furufumi.
I would probably rank this, if you're not sure, in either low A or high B. Because I do think Kombu's leaks are the best for sure. And, base-wise, Leak looks great here, but... it's not his fault, but his stupid kimono is so stupid. So, I don't know.
Which one?
It's like the flame kimono that's like mostly just the chest shot and lavender for some reason. And I don't know, maybe it's just a cultural difference thing, but it's very bizarre to me. And of course Licho there looking great with his potato face.
Oh, maybe it's meant to be like gold flakes. Like to symbolize wealth. Hey Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey, Licho is dead. We covered all the Licho ARs.
Hello.
Right, I did end those sound effects, and I should probably adjust my personal volume since that's what people hear. But yeah, well, what do you guys think? I don't think I heard your thoughts on this AR. We'll go back to the Licho ARs later. Don't worry, Harvey.
Shitting. Alright. Which one are we on?
Looks like you're very quiet.
Oh, we're doing leaked Furufumi. Yeah.
You might want to
really
speak
quiet.
closer to the mic, Harvey.
Which one are we on?
We're
Leaked
currently on
Furufumi.
Leaked Furufumi.
I see.
I think it's okay. I actually kind of had it at A, but looking at it now, I think the artifacts are kind of distracting in a bad way. Like, so, yeah. Or antiques is I think that's what they called it. I don't really mind the kimono because I think it's supposed to be like some sort of fall theme when all the leaves are like golden brown in Japan. So I think it probably makes more sense there. But yeah, it's kind of nice looking for both characters. I think they're drawn pretty well in their style. So yeah, that's why I had it at A. But but moving it down to B is also pretty reasonable in my opinion.
Low A, high B, somewhere around that range. I think in general it's fine looking, good looking. But that's just a general Kombu art style, so it just comes with it.
I'm like fine with B. I think my main issue with it is that the colors and that the art style kind of makes it look like the same person almost, with the outfit colors and whatnot. But
yeah, superficially, same robe, same chubbiness, same kind of frazzled hair, same glasses. Well, not really, but my question is,
it's a good AR though, like in terms of appeal and style and whatnot.
it was one of the first Kombu leaked ARs we got, so I would say it's just high because of that. But yeah, execution-wise, I mean, when did either of them become antique appraisers? It's just bizarre. Well, anyways, we'll just settle for high B then. So, did you want to go back to the Licho ARs, Harvey?
We can do that later. I don't want to.
I mean, we also just flat out skipped one, so...
Yeah, we already ranked like 2 of them, so just give your brief opinion on the ones we ranked, and then we'll cover the one we skipped. This one, from me, Licho.
I need a. Oh, the Ross one?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I actually don't have any strong opinions about this. I mean,
Okay,
it's kind of it's kind of an AR for me, just because this doesn't really tell me about a whole lot about the characters that I didn't know about before. Like, I guess it's... Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it.
Alright, so it doesn't evoke anything. We can just leave it at that. Go to see me on Nicho.
I like this one, it's really cute. I do like the kind of brotherly dynamic that Licho and Matsumi have. And the background is like really cute. With the the kind of cutesy explosion and stars coming out. And I also like how Hinami rendered the Onis that Matsumi's taking care of.
Yeah, Matsumi's design, including the Onis, wasn't always the cutest, but they definitely got a bit of a glow up here. If you're wondering, they're roughly around A, whether it's mid A or high, or low A rather.
I put them around A as well.
Or
not the most special AR, but
we put them in B, not A. Yeah, sorry. I think we actually said some negative things about the explosions. I'm sorry, Harvey, but you missed your chance to defend them.
Wow.
It's too late. It's set in stone. They're terrible B tier now. But now...
I can't believe you do this to me.
You did this to yourself. You were awake this morning and you're like, oh, my notifications are on. That's no excuse. Jesus. Anyway, Licho and Ryota.
Oh, we're talking about this one now?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually had this like really high, initially ranking this. But then I realized that the only part that I can remember about this AR was just Licho's part. So like 1/3 of the AR. So I'm gonna demote it to A just because of that. I don't care about Ryota and Ketchi.
I just realized Ketchi's face looks kind of stupid.
So yeah, like I just like hyper zoomed in on Licho.
I mean, to be fair, this is one of the best renditions of Licho and ARs.
Something about Ping's art style just always makes me really like their arts. I feel like always defaulting it to S, but A, S, it's kind of a coin flip for me. I can't really tell. But in general, I just really like their art style, so this one is just really good for me too.
Yeah, I'm biased to their art style as well, but I don't know if this is like, one of their better works, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's just because I don't really like this wide angle shot. It's unique for AR.
I think the wide angle shot's fine.
But...
In fact, it does a bit of a fisheye scope to it. You can see the sign in the background, which is interesting.
Right.
I'm a big fan of the lighting here. It's quite soft compared to some other pieces. The brightest point isn't necessarily white here. It's based off the festival lighting in the background, or I guess the ambient lighting. So a lot of thought was put into the setting and the lighting, but they definitely didn't do too much for Ketchi and Ryota, unfortunately. But the rest of the scene, Licho and the background, I think is great. I'd probably rate them in maybe like mid A, or even low A at best, or worse rather.
I had it at high A, mid A, but yeah.
I'm okay with A just because of Licho bias, but I think like something in the background is just kind of missing for me. That's like really drawing me to the AR because like if Licho was not here, I would not really care too much about the AR.
It's kind of sad how all these festival ARs are just, they have action going on and, they got some cool characters, but no one really cares about them. I don't know why. Maybe it's just festivals so divorced from our mind of something as something that we personally experience. Might be a culture bias there. But yeah, I'll just toss them in the middle of A. And thus, all the Licho ARs were dead. So now we will be talking about...
There's one more, actually, and it's the cursed one.
Right. We'll get to that eventually.
Coming soon.
Oh,
so,
great.
The leaked Kunioshi AR.
This one's pretty fun. So I had it at A tier. I like the Ben 10 Kuni leaked dynamic, so that might be a bias, but...
Same. Yeah. I would easily rate this as like high A. Only reason I wouldn't rate it higher is just because it's not really doing anything ambitious per se. But otherwise, it's got a very, it's got the best trio in the entire game.
I like Ben 10's face here, so that's cute.
Yeah. I think like the sparkles and like, shalala circles are kind of unnecessary, but maybe this is like Kombu's thing or something. Is this the artist? I think it is. Right?
Yeah, you can tell it's Kombi just by how Leaked is drawn.
Well, I can't really tell from that, but yeah.
It's only been like kind of animated with. Okay, maybe it's just some bias that I have for Kombi. Never mind. That's my Leaked bias speaking out. We'll just go ahead and toss him in middle of A unless anyone else has anything else to add.
I'm fine with that. I do think that that all these like particle effects are kind of distracting, even the fact that it's an overall pretty boring background and like foreground and whatnot. But it's a good AR despite that.
For solidarity's sake, we'll just toss this right beside the other trio ARs.
Remind me to send you something in chat later about like about like a CG looking thing with sparkles that make it look funny, because I just remembered something and I'll send it to you after this stream.
Okay, if I remember. Sparkles fix any scene. That's what the artists believe anyways. So now we'll be talking about the last combo, the AR. The Tycoons one. So what do you guys think of this one? Which also is...
Actually, I have this at S tier.
Who? But
yeah, because I think this AR, mainly it's because I think the emotion being portrayed is kind of like rare, I guess, like this sort of like, you know, appreciation, like Melusine's appreciation for Leaks and their happiness, which I think is sort of difficult to convey, but I think that emotion was conveyed across well, so that's why I had it high. It's not something particularly easy to pull off, I think.
You know that you mentioned it? Yeah, now I see it. You know, I liked how both were drawn, and of course this is the art location where Chapter 8 took place, I believe, and some fight went down with the mobsters. But clearly this is some time where Leaked visited it before that fight scene. And I do feel like there's just definitely not enough Melusine Leaked ARs to show their sort of relation they have, because it's interesting and it gets a lot of elaboration too across events as well as the main quest story. And this one decently portrays it, I believe. From what you could tell, it seems like appreciation. I do think there's a lot more than just appreciation from Melusine to Leaked, but appreciation is definitely one strong point of it. So I'd rank it as like S as well.
Yeah, maybe appreciation wasn't the right word, but more like happiness in another person's happiness. So yeah, and I think that's something that's not particularly easy to convey visually. So yeah, that's why.
Oh yeah, that's true. I never considered that. I think Melusine does a really good job of showing that here. I agree.
Yeah, and of course Leaked is doing something which is shown occasionally in the stories and main quest, appreciating art. Because, you know, he does have that sort of artist's eye, even if he can't really keep up with Kuniyoshi. So just toss this at S, I guess, if there's no complaints. Everyone died.
I'd say high A for me personally.
We'll go with.
I still want to put it at S, but yeah.
I mean, I'm biased. I want it at S too, but I'm fine with low S too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on, if that's it. So, we're now talking about Maria and Azazel.
This one looks pretty, but I guess overall it's just kind of okay. Like I really like Maria's how well Maria's drawn here. Azazel looks nice too, but overall just kind of an okay scene. Not a lot's happening here.
Wait, is it pronounced Azazel? I've been pronouncing it Azazel.
I've been saying Azazel too.
I've been saying Azazel as well.
Really? Oh, 50-50 split. Because I say Azazel.
No, it's just you saying Azazel.
There's who is this other person saying Azazel with you?
Suddenly there's two other people in chat.
God.
I think the only thing notable about this AR, in my opinion, was like people finding out that Azazel had a boob window in his like regular outfit because of this AR. So that was like kind of surprising. Yeah.
I see.
The side view makes his tits more prominent. Very interesting.
Yeah, because he usually has his hand covering it in his regular art. So.
Right, and the shit's just completely off in his high rarity form. Yeah, I'm a big fan of how Maria's hair is done here. Just a lot of detail put into every strand, and how it bunches up together. A lot of detail into her thorns as well, with some very sort of special effect going on with it. Presumably this is happening in the middle of some sort of missionaries battle in front of the school, which a few has happened, but I mean, you can't really see who they're fighting, so I can sort of see the argument of it's not really saying much besides they have their sacred artifacts out.
Opinion-wise, I just had this at like C or low B, just because it's not really that interesting. It's just like them standing next to each other after a while. I mean, I completely like wiped this from my mind since it released. I don't even remember when it released, to be honest, like Valentine's. So yeah.
I probably rate it higher, but I do agree with all the points nonetheless. I just think the execution's really well done, even if the concept is kind of not exciting. But, you know, I wouldn't fight Lobby. Harvey, Archie?
I'd still say C personally, so whatever. Yeah.
Harvey?
I'd put it in the same tier as you put the Kirito Arc AR. It's around that level of
Kirito Arc?
execution.
Where is that AR even at this point?
That would be B tier.
It's around B tier, yeah.
So around here? Okay, seems like we're gonna be averaging it out in low B then. Or maybe even slightly high, like mid to low B. Not that within tier ordering matters at all, since I've been randomly placing them. Okay, so Maria Gabriel, aka the thumbnail AR.
Okay, for this one, I think Zuzi's art style really works here. I like the whole soft look. I think it's really a big bonus here for this scene, personally.
Yeah, I rate this high. I think it's I had this in A tier because I think it's kind of iconic. Like, out of all the old ARs, like, this is kind of like what people... This is like one of the ARs that people remember more of. I like the soft AR art style. I don't really mind that the background is like the jail or something, the underground prison.
Were they even over there?
From whatever time.
Why are they in there?
Chapter 4. This is This is when the two reunite after Gabriel was kidnapped by Jarl, I think.
Yeah,
I see.
One of these days
I
I'll
don't ever want to
remember.
remember. But,
I thought it was hot to be abducted, or okay.
I would. No, yeah, it was Hadi, but I think Jarl was also like helping, like assisting, or pressured him into doing it. So he was a conspirator.
No, Jarl's just being Jarl as usual, being a dick. But yeah, I'd rank this as high A. I can hear some arguments for S maybe, but my personal rating is high A.
Yeah. Also, I didn't say it on stream, so I also kind of like Gabriel's slight pout, so it shows the dynamic between the two female characters well.
Oh right, I should probably repeat.
I do like that as well.
Yeah,
it's like one of the it's one of the biggest upsides of getting spooked for this AR in a gacha pool. Just seeing Gabriel making that face, because I'm also making that face.
But yeah,
I see this AR,
it's a very cute,
because it doesn't scale it well at all. But anyways, I'm fine with A, just because this is one of the ARs that's aged like really well, and it's a very good looking AR as well.
I think Zuji is best when they draw females of a certain standard body type like this, and every other AR they've done is kind of memeable, like with the dude Shuichi one. But I'm a big fan of this one because it's just strictly girls, and she does that exceptionally well with just how cute they look and their interactions as well. Alright, I'll just toss it in high A, I guess, since no one else wants us.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So Maria Lee Claude, should I just toss this in basically as right, or should we talk about it?
Oh, I
I
kind
think
of want to
it's
talk about it.
yeah. You can tell it's more than just a sprite, but it's just
Well, Claude's basically a sprite, but everyone else has a bit more detail, I guess.
I actually like Claude's like sprite face the most about this AR. And it actually like loses more points when you like look at the other characters because, or like the rest of the art because like you have Claude's big ass hand, which is like weird sausage segments, and then Maria's like.
Maria is just kind of dragging this piece down, I think, unfortunately.
yeah, Maria's kind of like if I had to rank the three in terms of who looks better, it'd be like Claude, Leaked, and then Maria.
Yeah. So like, if this AR was just like the icon, you know, as you like will pretty much always see it in the game, then it's like fine because it's just Claude's face. But the more you look, it's just kind of worse. So
I'm feeling like maybe C. Mid-C?
Yeah. I mean, this is the tier with that Housamo leaked AR, right? C is fine.
Yeah, okay. Mid-C.
Yeah.
Bomb's using the circle tool around Maria's hands. Very cool.
Is it really a...
It was one of those combo ARs. It was Bomb and then Oaks colored it, I think.
Oh,
was it Oaks? It
that was a combination AR. I think it said LifeWonders was the cooperator, but I don't know who that would be then.
It says Noko.
Noko? Okay.
I don't remember who they were. Is that like the Maria's artist? Like the old one or something? I forget. Whatever.
That would be peculiar. So what do you guys think of the Melocene Snow AR?
A tier. It's really fun, and I've always wanted to see this dynamic. So this is just really great. And Sosuke did a surprisingly good job with Snow here. I'd say I wasn't expecting him to do furries well.
I would probably have to rank this as B or C. I love the dynamic, and I love Snow's goofy suit, but the art is messy, and their expression-wise, it has none of the passive aggression that I loved from the dynamic. It's just them doing generic battle stance face.
I kind of had this at A. It is messy, but I think it kind of shows that they hate each other well enough for all intents and purposes. I think the thing I don't like is how flat Snow's chakrams look, but yeah, they just kind of look like shopped in. Maybe that's how thin chakrams actually are. I don't really know. I guess they are kind of thin, actually.
It is a bit chaotic, but I guess it does like add into the fact of this is just kind of what sort of happens whenever they meet, even though it's not like super lore accurate. They don't really like go all out like this whenever they see each other on site. But I had this in like mid A.
Okay, if everyone thinks it's A, I guess I can't argue at this point. But my last dying breath will force us into low A, so that's my compromise. My opinion matters too, just say. But it will remain an A. So Muniaki and Varga, I do remember this was in your basically a sprite tier before Milk, but what do you guys think?
It's just two people standing, so it's just C tier. Like, not a lot is happening here.
Move down to like D tier. Like literally, they're just standing. Like I don't even feel like they're even looking in the same direction. It's ridiculous.
Just think of it as like a frame taken from like an anime title sequence, as they show up and it goes by all the teachers or something. I would rate the sire,
I mean,
but you know I can't agree that they are just standing.
Miniaki's doing the OMG a hit tweet pose.
like literally, you could just like zoom in on a Vargas like 3-star sprite and shop like Miniaki's 3-star sprite in as well, and you can like get the same result. Put in some like feathers, boom, there's your AR. So I can't say this is C tier. It has to go lower.
Okay, so do you guys want Low C, high D, or basically a game sprite.
Basically a game sprite.
And no one's disagreeing.
It would be funny if it was in sprite. Like personally C tier, but if it had to be funny, it's game sprite.
Alright, fine. Basically game sprite. I liked it, but that's my bias because I actually like both characters. We'll go on to the Moritaki Agio AR then. Another genuine AR. What do you guys think?
Oh, R cut off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I muted myself. I guess the...
Welcome back.
Sync. No, I'm here. Don't worry. What do you guys think good of the Moritaki Agio AR?
I like this one a lot because it's really cute, so I had it in S tier. I think the background here is like more fitting for the situation compared to the Licho Mototsumi AR, and I think it's just like sort of like this nice situation that I kind of like want ARs to be about. Like, sure, it's not like something that really happened in the story or like event, but it's just sort of like kind of fun scenario of like, you know, Agio eating omurice that could be imagined, and I think this is like sort of like the ideal AR in that sort of sense. And yeah, it's all around cute and drawn by Hinami, so I like that one a lot. I had it in S tier.
I don't have that much to say about it, other than I think it's cute, and I think it's around a good A tier for me.
Hold on, before I say anything, Harvey, what's your take?
High A, low S. This kind of evokes some like Nichiju moment where it kind of like exaggerates a really mundane moment but it does look like super cute. I like Agu's expression here. I like all the the effects around the omelet and the tiny what are those things next to the
like
broccoli?
They're like egg crackers or something.
Oh, I think those are shaped carrots.
It's either that or some sort of cheap fried egg.
More egg with the egg?
Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Or tofu. I don't know.
Yeah, the sliced carrots are really cute.
Okay.
So
I mean,
it's a little details for me.
Okay. I'll probably put this in high A, but if everyone really wants low S, I can do that instead. I don't know. It's a bit boring for me, honestly, but maybe it's just because I don't really like omurice that much. Everything else is fine though. So, did you guys want high A or low S? Sorry, what?
I want low S.
Low S?
But omurice is great. What the heck are you talking about?
It's just omelet and rice. And also, I don't like ketchup.
No.
So.
Hey, I actually
have you
haven't
ever had
tried
it?
yet, but yeah, I want to try it. It looks good.
It's really good.
Try it.
Like if you go to like Japan to get it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Alright, fine, we'll toss it in low S. Must compromise and I unabashedly put Beaked in S as well. Anyway, the Ahega AR, what do you guys think of this one? Maybe shall use this as a thumbnail.
Oh, we moved on to the Orgus AR.
Yeah, come on guys.
Mori doesn't. I don't really like Mori's face. It's just kind of weird. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but I'm not a big fan of Mori, of how his face was drawn here, and Orgus is kind of okay as well.
So I'm getting...
I don't like this AR for
high S, is that right? Alright, go ahead.
I don't really like this AR for a lot of reasons. In the sense that I think like Orgus looks like 3D modeled, or there's a lot of like 3D models, like this water faucet and this like sword. Mori's okay. It's his icon, of course, is great, but I think it's just like weird looking all around. Like how blocky Orgus is, so that's why I kind of had this at like C or D. D mainly because it kind of bothers me for those like slight nitpicks. Surprisingly, this is by Akiha's artist, so yeah. Don't really know what.
No wonder I don't like it.
Now.
There's something uncanny about Mori's mouth here and his teeth. I don't know how to describe it.
Maybe it's trying a little too hard to be suggestive.
No, I think it might be because of the gums, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
maybe.
See the red.
Nori's jaw looks too much like a dog's.
It's a bit
That's
too
unfortunate.
detailed for me. Like compared to like how flat his face is.
True, Jiros aren't really dogs, they're just dogs and names, so it is a bit uncanny.
Yeah, it's like high C for me.
Alright, I'm...
Orgus does look cute. Mori just kind of looks weird.
I think Mori's funny, and I think Orgus's face should not be able to angle like that from that angle, but I'm fine with C. So I'm not gonna argue it. Alright, moving on. So, we now have Moritaka Tadatomo.
I still wish we got this sprite for Tadatomo. It still looked, I mean, I still really like it. The general outfit.
The outfit.
Yeah. Like, we
Oh.
still never got that kind of outfit for him for, like, winter. And I don't think he even has winter clothes. He's just in his ninja outfit the whole time. So.
It's like, it's cute, but now that I'm paying attention to it, I don't think they're kneeling. So this is a very bizarre angle. Like, you must be like a really tall summoner if you're seeing this. So, yeah, I don't know what to think of it.
Yeah, I don't think they're kneeling because that's like a desk behind them, right?
Yeah.
Or some chair.
So they're just like,
So like,
you're standing on a table or you're just really tall. It's kind of funny.
You're looming over them like a giant.
yeah.
MC3
Also, why does-
perspective.
Also, why does Tada's thing say carrot and stick?
It might be like based off of his what's called BDSM
Revenge
skin or
subplot?
something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's just like his revenge subplot.
I have
Like
no
maybe
idea how
he's
that's
just
related.
chasing a carrot on his stick.
Don't think too deeply about it. We'll just toss it in maybe A or B or C. I don't even know. I have no opinions on this AR. What
High
is-
B, low A.
I think it's Jiro, and I kind of am biased to his art style, so I'll put it in like high B and low A as well.
I put this in mid B, not any higher because Mori doesn't get a new outfit
I'll probably
or an interesting outfit.
okay. I'll agree with Tarby. So this will be like mid high B somewhere around here. Even though again mid tier placings doesn't matter. So Motosumi and Takamaru. Bet you forgot this AR existed.
Yeah, this one.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's instant C tier.
No arguments.
Yeah, I never really liked how Motosumi. I feel like Motosumi is like way more buff than he actually is here, and that just kind of like bothers me a little when I look at this.
Well, it's mainly his traps, right? They're
Yeah.
like hammy sized traps.
Look at his face and tell me what age you think he is. It is.
Oh, think he was what?
Tell me what age you think Matsumi is just from this AR alone.
The world's
Oh,
youngest 17-year-old.
Looks like
I'm
a
kind of like
42-year-old trucker.
yeah. I think he's supposed to like kind of look older than he actually is, like it's in story, but this is pushing it a bit, right? So
He almost looks as old as Takemaru here.
I'd say he
Oh,
almost looks
Takamaru.
He
older.
looks older than Takamaru straight up to me.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from that, like the lighting, I guess, is nice. So This situation is also kind of okay.
I
But
think
I still
might be
think it's like way too unmemorable.
Yeah, I like the lighting, but I mean, technically it's a dynamic scene. There's no like connection there. It might be a cultural scene again. This Setsubu thing is like, yeah, they're eating long sushi. Whoa, there are beans. But maybe that's just me being unwoke. We'll go ahead and toss this in middle of a low B, high C, something like that.
I'm fine with low B because it is like if you ignore Matsusumi, it's a pretty cute AR, and it does display the dynamic really well.
All right, low B. No one's arguing that, so we'll just go ahead. So next AR. This will be the Musashi Amatsumara AR. Oh yeah, and Kurigani's there too.
I don't want.
Thank you for that.
This is one of the. Yeah, this is one of the ARs that I don't want to have show up on my phone. So, D tier.
Yeah, this is just a D tier. Like,
Crafters are a bit too happy here.
Get it out. Nothing looks right here. I hate it.
Exactly.
We'll just toss this in.
And if you want to complain about, yeah, and also another negative point, the background, it's just kind of bland too. It's that cartoonish style, but it doesn't really work here. It just kind of looks like they added it because they didn't have anything else to do.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. If they added it with the crafter's background, it wouldn't have made a difference, so it doesn't really matter. They're just giving Musashi a pass, like... Oh, whatever. We can toss this in C or D tier. What do you guys want?
Oh, I'll be back. I gotta grab something.
Sure.
I'm saying D tier.
D tier?
Yeah.
Alright. Some people saying F in chat. We can do F if you
I
want.
would put it F too.
We'll say low D. Honestly, execution-wise, it's fine. It's just concept-wise.
Do you have an F tier?
We do have an F tier.
Really better than like the Arslan Asparga AR? Or the Taurus Mask and
well, those are in D, right?
AR.
And just remember what's an app.
Yeah,
the ones in app are like uncanny and like beyond strange. It's like you're in the Twilight Zone or something. This one at least looks like it's on model. It's just conceptually, out there.
Is it on model? Like, look at Kurogane's face.
Kurogane's always off model in every single AR, but he's generally has that Bomb Bomb. It's drawn by Bomb Bomb. Are you gonna really say that Bomb Bomb's Bomb Bomb character looks off model? I think
yes.
I think it looks on model enough. I've seen the leaks for the next ARs with Kurogane, and I can say he looks even more off model there, and I'm like not surprised since generally, they tried to over-barify him in other ARs. This one actually just looks, in proportion with the rest of his body at least.
Wow.
All right, well,
I put it under.
Under which one?
I definitely put it under. A Varga AR. A Varga Arslan.
Okay, well, right beside Guitar then. Moving on, rest in peace Archie, who will be back at some point. Naja and Hanuman.
This is like one of those like standard Gozu Farm ARs which look nice but aren't really that impressive otherwise, in my opinion. I think did the background just like disappear, or was there like no background to begin with? Or
It's very dark, but it's there.
Yeah.
Now that I see it, I didn't actually notice the Jiangxi there before. That actually makes me point this a bit higher, because I do think Naja and Hanuman are a bit boring here, but what's called mob representation in ARs is always nice.
This was in like the street or something, but I guess not.
I thought they were like in the dark theater because this was like, because we saw them interact first in like the Jingxi event where they were supposed to put on a play.
Oh yeah,
but now that
sense.
It's out, but now that I see that it's outside, it's just really dark. It knocks down.
Is it out? Is it outside?
I don't think it's
I thought those
outside.
were lights behind them.
Those look like stage lights or something. I don't know.
Yeah, those aren't like street lights. Those look like stage lights.
And they kind of look like streetlights to me. I don't know.
Very
But-
highly placed streetlights.
Yeah. It's weird. It's a
Okay.
bit too dark in my
I like
opinion.
how we're all
But
focusing on like the tiniest visible background that's barely visible, and not commenting at all on the main art.
well, knowing the setting
That is
of
a
the
detail, isn't
art,
it? If the background's not visible, then isn't that a point we should discuss?
I don't think so, but I guess no one cares about Naja or Hanwon, which is fair, I guess.
I like Neja. I just wish they weren't with Hanimon because there's nothing to go off of here.
She's being...
Hanwon
They're being
actually
held back
looks
by
okay.
Hanwon, I think. I don't know. Even though that's very out
Yeah,
of
he
character
looks
for Hanwon,
okay
honestly.
here, but like it'd be an interesting year if they were with any other person.
To be honest, I wish Hanuman looked more annoyed
No.
here. Like, that was the whole dynamic back in Jiangxi. Like, he's supposed to be like her babysitter or something, or their babysitter or something like that. You know, it's like, but he doesn't look that annoyed here. But just, I don't know, he was wasted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Hanimon is just way too jacked here.
I think
This is supposed to be like a dynamic scene too, where like Naja is moving, but it looks like Hanuman's standing in place. So it's like, what's happening here? Is Hanuman being dragged, or is Naja just like sliding around in place? I don't really get it.
Also, I just noticed the hands in the corners, the bottom corners.
I think there was a scene
Is
where
this
we
supposed
tried
to
to
be-
get them to stop or something. So that might be.
Now just
I
running
thought-
over Jiangxi right now.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
the-
we were
that's the
in
scene.
Jiangxi getting hit.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and toss this and I think it didn't just happen in Jiangxi, didn't it? It happened in some sort of special quest with each other. No, it was like New Year's or something, yeah.
It happened in New Year's.
Yeah, so Naja crashing
Tiger
into
New
people
Year's,
is
I
just a thing. Low B then? Is that fine?
Yeah.
It's not that it's bad, it's just not much to comment on besides the background, which has old nothing in it. What do you guys think?
actually, I don't know how I feel about those fingers now. Like we're just dying. Maybe like Neza kicking us. So yeah, low B is fine.
Naja gets committed for vehicular manslaughter.
That's not surprising from Naja. Alright, Naja Tetsuyu, or Tetsuax rather.
Oh, we actually hadn't gone over this AR? Okay. I actually really like this AR a lot. It's a fun situation, I think. Where I think there's an anime about it though, about like fighting for discount like convenience store food. But yeah, I think this is a fun AR, so I had it like ranked pretty high as like a
Yeah, this is definitely A tier for me. Like the fact, like the hand in the background, and like just you could see all these people just being run over. I think that just really sells it.
Yeah, you can only see someone getting trampled in the background.
I think Tetsuax is really cute in general, but also in this art, so I probably rank it A2. However, because it has a sandwich that is prepackaged, I'd have to rank it as F because I hate sandwiches. But since everyone else is ranking it as A, we'll toss it in A.
What's wrong with you?
You should try banh mi.
No thanks.
Yeah.
First it's omu rice and now it's packaged sandwiches. Are you kidding me?
Do you guys have like
God.
the worst taste in food because we're Canadian or something?
I've tried a lot of sandwiches, and a lot of them are kind of shit. And omurice, I've had plenty of
Get banh mi.
I've tried banh mi. It's pretty good, but that's not prepackaged like this is. Prepackaged usually tastes like shit. Anyway, we'll just toss that in the middle of a low, mid-A, something like that. Don't
Yeah, I'm fine
split
with
hairs over.
A tier.
Yeah, that works out. So, what's this thing? Oniwaka and Kushi. I was about to say Tetsuax. So yeah, Oniwaka and Kushi, what do you guys think?
It's
It's a
Shuko
better-
bias A tier.
It's a better ship than Kushi Weeb. So
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm putting this in A.
There's really like a fantastic dynamics having the story, but they have literally never interacted a single time. Like, actually.
Maybe? I don't actually remember.
I think
It's
at
weird,
best
because it's
Oniwaka
like-
may
they're
have
just
mentioned
big and-
some
yeah.
dog in passing, but that was only talking about the past, not really actually in scene.
But yeah, this is
Yeah,
kind of
like
like
they
the
keep hinting on
fun
this.
situation. Yeah. that never really actually appears in the story. So that's why I kind of like about this AR, other than the fact that it's like Shuko and pretty well drawn, like lighting wise. It's just a cute situation that we never really get to see. So yeah.
For me, I'm genuinely trying to remember if how many times they've implied this, because no, it's cute. It's a cute AR, but I'm thinking about the actual Oniwaka and Kushi relationship in story, and I'm like, I'm always blinking because I swear it's never been actually done or shown more than just beyond hints.
They pretty much like never talk about it, which is kind of sad because I do think there's a lot of potential for this relationship.
Oniwaka may have mentioned some dog in the past, but I'm pretty sure Kushi has never mentioned Oniwaka in any capacity. And yeah, that's like barely anything. But I might be misremembering, and none of that might have happened at all, so... art-wise, though, I like the setting. It's some sort of seedy alleyway where what's called probably Oniwaka got away from some thugs, and now Kushi just happens to be there too, and is now helping him. I don't know when Kushi became a medic, but it's still cute either way.
I remember the AR description being kind of nice for that as well. Well, all the Gen 1 ARs had pretty nice descriptions and like flavor text. So
yeah, actually for its age, I changed my opinion. I think this is like low S tier. I think it's a super well drawn AR.
The lighting's really good, and the setting's really good, and relationships pretty good too, despite it being non-existent.
Well, if you say it's S tier, how can I deny it? When it's Shuko.
For real.
I'd probably rank it
Kushi's
as
silly face.
Both are good for me, low S or high A. I wouldn't personally rank it as S just because nothing is particularly exceptional, but you know, I do think everything else is very well done execution-wise, design-wise, and all that. So, I guess low S, no one is going to argue with that. Alright, no one's going to argue with that.
I'm not arguing.
Of course you're not going to argue with that. Alright, Oniwaka again with Ibaraki. Oh, and Wood Oni apparently.
This is kind of a fun AR once you realize that Ibaraki's holding all the stuff that Oniwaka's bought. So.
Oh, I didn't notice. Oh, that's what that. I didn't notice that.
He's holding a teddy bear and a to-go bag.
Yeah, with like all the fuzzy. I think these are like animals. Let me check. I still can't see it. But yeah,
teddy bears.
It's like fighting under the moonlight and stuff. So I put it in like B tier, but yeah, it becomes better once you actually like look at it a bit more.
Yeah, for me, I'm just a fan of how this is all painted. Like it's just completely painted. There's it doesn't look. It just looks all custom made or something, or however you call it. So I think that's a little bit of a plus for me.
Oh, you mean like the details and like I guess
yeah,
pants or something, or his clothes.
Yeah,
it's very like painterly. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. It's a less like sort of, it's like less clean, than the typical like anime style that Housamo usually uses, right?
Yeah, but that for me that has its own charm. You know, it makes it stand out compared to all the other clean looking backgrounds. Yeah. Like they look all sterile.
Mm.
Well, the generic stylized backgrounds with explosions, like the Licho one.
Crying.
There, Harvey. But I agree that I like the painting style a lot here. Even if it's not necessarily realistic, it's definitely evocative. I could see this as some sort of cutscene AR during some sort of a novel section. So I probably toss this maybe like B or A, but what do you guys want?
I'm kind of convinced to go A tier, just because it's unique and it's a different style than what we usually see.
I feel like our anchoring is so different there. Putting so much people in A now. Oh well. Middle of A then.
I put this in high B. I don't like how Ibaraki's drawn, surprisingly, but that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Ibaraki in my opinion, but I thought he said high B.
Oh, I heard high D, so I was like, huh?
That'd be pretty sick.
It's high B, high B.
Okay.
Let's just find a middle ground and say low A. Alright, moving on. Are we going at pace here? How much did we cover so far? I think we covered a good amount. We might be able to finish in 3 hours at this pace. Maybe we should speed up a bit.
3 hours? Are you kidding me?
I mean, we did.
Okay.
It's like maybe 1/3 or a bit under of what's left over that we covered so far. And it is an hour in so far, so.
You guys are missing one person, and you guys actually slowed down. It's crazy.
That's not our fault. That's your fault.
We had to make up.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oniwaka Shuten.
Yes, that's correct. That's the next one.
It's Gomtong. It's nice. It's like very like, you know, sexually charged, but other than that, I don't really have much of an opinion on it.
For me, I think Shun looks better here, but Oniwaka, for some reason, just feels almost off-model. Like if he got rid of the scar from his forehead, I don't think I'd recommend it.
It's MC3 if you get rid of the scar.
Yeah, it is. It does look. He doesn't just look like MC3, but with a horn scar. Yeah.
Maybe it's like weird that despite being under the waterfall, like their hair is just like still
That's
standing
true.
up. But
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Maybe
just
that's
like a
the power
very
of
gentle waterfall
anime.
that's not actually that severe.
yeah,
That should
like
be
I
dumping.
can see Shuten's hair being kind of a little like messed up, but it's water. Come on, but it's
Yeah.
like whatever.
Honestly, I think their faces
This
are
one-
fine, but their bodies are off model to me. They're just grotesquely
This one
contained.
relies like too much on horny bait for me to feel anything higher than B tier.
Probably say B or C tier. I'm fine with either. Anywhere on either rank.
I'm fine with B tier.
Alright, middle B tier then? That's fine. Say Kotaro. The original Legion's AR.
I feel like this is just a solid B tier for me. I think it looks. I like the I like the stylized background here. The character art is like the posing wise, it's fine, but it's just kind of it's not
They aren't
enough
really
to get me to A.
Yeah, they aren't really interacting, right?
I think it's supposed to be like
kind
a
of
showcase AR.
almost fighting, sort of.
My main problem with
Yeah,
this
do you
AR... Sorry, go ahead.
Do you like the Persona 5 background?
Oh, that's the vibe. It's like, it's scratching on the vibe here. I'm forgetting which, but it is Persona, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Which is,
Yeah.
you know, on what's called on theme for the agents.
I'd agree with solid B.
Alright,
So
B.
yeah.
I'm
Moving...
always a bit weirded out whenever I see like small Ose's neck for some reason. Like it shouldn't it shouldn't be there. But
I do have my own problems with this AR, but we'll just move on since maybe we should speed up. That problem being something along like, I think the poses are a bit fake. But anyways, Robinson and Asterius.
E or F. I hate this AR. I keep pulling it.
What AR were you going for when you're pulling this AR?
Oh, I don't even know at this point.
Actually, I vaguely remember too.
Probably Tetsu Wakan's like the date quest banner, I think maybe. But yeah, I don't even know.
I forget
Could've been
which, but
bold.
no, I remember it. It was like very early on. This was one of the first gacha ARs that was released, and it was like the only 3-star one, or maybe it was even the first 3-star new AR that was added. And as a result, because it was rated, you just kept on pulling it. I remember that too.
Yeah, it's just like this AR is so ridiculous how often it shows up. I don't want to see it ever again. So it gets like D or F.
well, I haven't been cursed yet, so I think it's a nice AR actually. Because it does you see Asterios being like concerned about Robinson about to like hammer his fucking hand. And the bird is also there.
The bird is there, thank you.
I mean,
Look at her.
it.
She's like, I'm here in this AR. He's so happy to be there. Yeah, I honestly, this AR, I forgot that trauma until Milk brought it up, but I won't let it affect my rating for this. It's just very average to me. There's nothing particularly interesting happening. I mean, yes, it's showing a piece of what did happen in the story, but, you know, what is the series doing? Whoa, he's building. It's like, there's no relationship there.
I don't.
scared.
Now that I think about it, I
He's
don't know why. But
Why would he be scared?
is that in character?
Well,
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's.
they never interacted in the story either, despite it being, you know, they all supposedly got really close. So this is like, it's like an invented interaction. Like, sure, Robinson builds stuff, but a series could have been there and it would, or could have not been there, and nothing would have changed. No new information would have been given. But, you know, people pull for us here, so we'll just toss that in the middle to see if no one has any objections. I would say B or C, but like, because of Mike's trauma, I'll respectfully put it in C. Any other thoughts on that, or no one can fight that? Okay.
Nah, just C is fine.
Okay, we'll see. Alright. Ryota and Choji.
I think they look pretty well drawn.
Yeah, this one's decently well drawn. I do feel like every time Ryota's drawn, he's usually somewhat off model that I can't appreciate him. This one's decent. I mean, I don't really like their fashion choices, but that's just not the artist's fault. That's actually just what they wear.
Well, let me think about that. Is this Daichi? Or who drew this?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Daichi.
It would be
Daichi.
accurate if it was Daichi.
Is
That's
it?
not Daichi.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think it
Daichi.
is. Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah. So technically, it is Daichi's fault because
For Choji, anyways,
he made
yeah.
Choji, right? Yeah. So yeah.
It
I think
encapsulates
it's
their relationship
well drawn,
okay, but
Well,
I don't know. Can
I'm
He's
so
just very, like,
tired of
okay.
seeing them in these fucking non-outfits. Just please put clothes on them. Make me. This is just, I don't know. This is just really uninteresting to me. Other than the fact that like Ryota's pushing his dick against Choji's ass.
Oh my
but,
god, I
like,
didn't notice that until now. Oh my god. Choji's like, this motherfucker needs to back off. At very least you can see some amount of contempt in Choji's eyes, since that is kind of how he feels about Ryota whenever he asks for food. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of whatever they are. So maybe like CB again, something like that.
I put C.
see.
It needs to be bigger.
Alright, maybe like low, mid, high C, something like that. Okay, Ryota and us apparently.
That's
Actually,
right.
okay, we'll just move this
I
way.
kind of like how grimy it looks. I mean, that won't save it from just a sprite tier for me. So you can just put it with the other ones, but I just kind of have to note that.
I do
just
think,
kinda think,
it does have a
his
nice
grimy
earthy
look, his
griminess.
dirty look kind of adds to it a little.
Yeah, definitely matches his attribute of wood for sure. We'll just skip it though and leave it at sprite. The clown AR, what do you guys think?
The original clown Samo.
It's also kind of a sprite. The only thing people remember for this is like Clown Toji, even though he's like Santa. So I don't really have any feeling about it.
I guess it gets
Is it
bonus
like-
points for me for being original outfits.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cute what they're doing.
The original outfits is just kind of okay when it's all distracted by these like what are these called? Party poppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't notice that was framed as like a
Oh yeah, it's a photo, I just
Picture
realized.
yeah
So
photo.
it's like a picture of a picture. What's up with
A
that?
photo, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a wood. Framed though. But yeah.
Okay, if I'm gonna give it some credit rather than just from the art itself, trying to, you know, imagine, say something positive about it, I do think it might be a nice sort of a glimpse into the summoner's life in their private time when, you know, the summoners are hanging out during Christmas, trying to surprise MC or whoever else. with Toji, reluctantly agreeing to do some dumb role like being Santa, you can see with his sweat drop, and of course Ryota being the lovable idiot who willfully agrees to wear the ranger costume. So I think it demonstrates the summer relationship fairly well.
Yeah, I'd say this is about like a good B tier. I think the picture-in-the-picture thing is cute for me.
The irony is Ryota's usually the one taking pictures, but Ryota's in this picture.
Surprised they didn't switch costumes here, because Ryota has been a Santa before, and Toji would look more funny if he was the reindeer.
I'm not sure if you could convince Toji to do that though.
It's the force exception.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just leave it in the middle of these. So now we'll talk about. We're not going to talk about the Salmon AR. Not even basically a game sprite. It literally is a game sprite. Sana, Kumara, and Nicho.
You can recreate this AR in your guild.
You can actually. That's so bad. All right. Oh, this AR.
Well, I think technically you don't even have Solomon sprites, so I have to go. I'm actually here.
Okay,
I guess
because
you
you can't
still don't
mean they're not sprites.
Solomon sprite for his.
Oh my god.
But yeah, just the most game sprite
S
game
tier.
are.
Let's go, Pog Chill.
You can. I don't know. Yeah.
I think Sonnet looks fine, and I think Licha looks kind of dumb. So yeah, I'm fine with anywhere, honestly, whether it's S or Blurst or C or F. It's amazing how many opinions we can have about CR.
It's Mensuke. Which tier does Mensuke go in?
Yeah, the CR is pretty bad.
So I'm sensing mid S, high S. Is that right, Darby?
Fuck you.
Okay, we'll just toss this into the B since everyone's just so flabbergasted with how amazing it is. Really, no comments on it at all.
We're still processing it. We're still processing.
Oh my god.
Richo just looks
rendered speechless.
Really off. I mean, I guess you could put it in cursed as well, but I think Sanat looks fine enough, even though his hand is kind of big. Maybe it's a perspective thing, though.
Yeah, Santa looks fine because he was originally drawn by Mensuke, so it's kind of like 1-1. He just looks as fine as his regular sprite for me.
For being honest.
So if you don't like his regular sprite, you won't like Santa here. Or if you like him regularly, you'll like him here. If you don't, you don't.
It's kind of amazing how poorly Mensuke draws chubby characters. Oh well.
Richo looks like he went through, weight gain. I don't know.
Oh.
Richo...
Super F tier for me. I hate it.
Alright, since you're ranking it as F, we'll just bring the average down to maybe low C, high D. Let's say high D. I don't think anyone's gonna fight that because no one really has strong pains about the CR anyways. I mean, that's certainly an accurate Sana, but that's not what everyone's looking at. Okay, the Sandy Christmas AR.
I actually like this AR in the sense that it kind of captures the sort of gritty izakaya vibe. That's sort of seedy, when you go to one. So I had this at A or B.
Yeah, I'd rank it high for the relationship. I do think the what's called the drunken flesh is kind of detracting from the art, but they are literally drinking, so I guess I can't blame it.
Yeah, this is definitely A tier for me. It's I think I don't know how to describe it. I just really like, I guess, the idea of the scene, the after work drinking. I'm glad we finally got to see that between the two, and it helps that just bait for the ship between the two as well.
They don't even work in the same school. Whatever.
Well, technically they did in Kabukicho Night Festival, so... And Sanayu just goes around, he's not really tied to anything specifically.
He's tied to
So-
protecting MC for another 6 billion years. Okay, we'll just rank this in maybe like low A, if that's fine.
That's cool with me. I have no strong opinions about it.
Alright, more weak opinions so that we can move through this faster since we are kind of behind, honestly. Oh yeah, what's his face again? Saruta Hiko and... what's his name? Daikoku? That's it, yeah. Onamuji, right. So, yeah, what do you guys think of this AR?
Onamuji looks too pasty.
I don't like the framing for Onamuji. I wish this whole thing was just like strained out. I like just kind of turn the angle, turn the camera like a little bit to the left. You know, why are they all angled here?
Diagonally angled.
It's so that they can get a full, well, not full, but like larger amount of body shot for both characters. Because if they were upright, then to get the same amount, they'd have to be angled weird in a different rotational axis, or they would just have to be cut off more.
Saruta
In other words, Saruta Hiko dick shot.
Yeah, it is not that important. Just crop it out. I don't care.
But Saruta Hiko's bulge is like 1/3 of his character.
we already got this from his 4-star. It's like this is somehow less
he's
than what
literally
his
getting
4-star
carried
shows.
by his bulge. It's awful.
But how can we? But if you don't have that, how can we have Onamuji saying like "Behold"?
Behold the bulge. The main attraction of Hell Hot Springs. Okay, we'll just go ahead and toss this in like mid C then.
And D.
D.
I put a D.
D for dick tier.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like bothersome enough to go to D. Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of neutral about it, but you know, as a result, I can see your opinions. So we'll move on to the Seth Gohan AR.
I like this. This is a fun situation. It's also Hinami, so it's like a. I think the main thing people point out is like the slime looking upset this ass, but whatever.
I think Goemon's really cute in his main sprite art, but every time he's drawn in an AR, there's something slightly off model about him that I don't really like. And this is one of the cases.
He looks better.
You think he looks better here?
Goemon looks cute here.
Yeah, he looks better. It's Hinami.
I wanna see like a fully drawn Goemon sprite by Hinami actually, just to see how it would look.
I feel like he might have one in his Twitter, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of Goemon here. This looks pretty good here. You know, I don't really like his normal sprite just because it's kind of too many decorations and plots and artifacts in a wave. But in this case, you get to see a bit of his body better, not in some awkward surfing angle.
Well, Seth is actually more bulked up than this AR, so that's also probably why.
Yeah, probably.
Get rid of Goemon, and this is a Patreon pack.
Okay, Arch.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that like the smoke around Goemon means that he just like transformed back into this form, like after being a surfboard or whatever.
Oh, is that what it means? Didn't realize.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think it's kind of like he was surprised or something, and then he like transferred back because he was so surprised or something.
Oh, in which case, this might be in the middle of the story, isn't it? When they're trying to combat.
Yeah, he was getting
just realized-
saved in the middle of the ocean.
I just realized that that's what it meant.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay, middle B then.
I put this in high B or low A.
Okay. Anyone else? No? I'd be low A?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. We need to move on.
Alright. Shenron Gimo.
Instant S tier. This is the only AR people talk about.
Old titties S tier.
Yeah. It's horny bait, but it's like horny bait done right. I think it's
for me. This is generally like the hottest AR for me. If compared to all the other horny bait, I think this is my personal favorite out of everything.
Okay, no bias there, obviously.
So far. Very biased, but it worked. It's worthy bias.
I feel
the smoke effects.
Everyone else is voting for S, so I'm just gonna say D tier, so that I can bring it down to a weight.
Heresy.
Wow.
It's just like
wow.
It is just horny bait. You guys literally agreed it was horny bait without explaining why it's better. You're just like, it just is better. I don't accept that. Like, there's nothing special about it that makes it better than other horny bait.
It just works well. It's like
you can't just say it just works well without private explanation.
It's better drawn than the Amatsura Kurogane AR.
Exactly. It doesn't feel it doesn't maybe it's trying to be, but it doesn't feel like it's trying too hard. It's just good.
Okay, well, if you want like details, actually like the background, the sunset, I think. Or is it sunrise? Who knows? Probably sunrise because it's sunrise New Year.
Now that I look at the sunrise, does that even make sense? Like, they're at an angle. The water underneath them is an angle, but the sunrise ahead of them is directly at like a 90-degree angle.
Oh. I don't get what you mean.
You see how the sunrise is like being set across the ocean back there? Or body of water, whatever it is. Tokyo Lake.
No, they're in a mountain.
They're in a mountain. Oh, I see. Still.
So,
I mean, Shadowing looks fine. I think Yuma is a bit off model though.
I think the water is drawn pretty well. And I think the way it's drawn, like, even if it's horny bait, I think the way it's executing horny bait is actually, like, good. Like, the water is drawn well, and they placed, like, a sparkle on Shen's nipple. So, yeah. There's, like, some things about it that I think, like, execute the role of horny bait well, and there's like, you know, the steam effect.
Yeah, also Hinami just in general, you know, there's also Hinami art style, so that's always a plus. But in general, I just don't really know how to explain how it just does horny bait but well compared to others, because it's just well drawn. That's just my standard. That's just what the level I'm at with this one. It's just really well drawn.
Okay, a lot of these are well drawn, but they're still falling in like C or D tier, okay? It's not just the only criteria here.
I still think this is really well drawn compared to other ARs. Like, you know, the ones we've been going through recently. I think this level of detail
You're fine.
Yeah.
Just so we can move on.
Like,
low S, alright? Whatever.
If I had to be specific, but the background plus units here, like sometimes either one is kind of weak, but this time just like the full AR experience. It's actually, I like both aspects this time.
Or Justin,
I don't really care about either of these characters, but like I do think it's a super good AR for what it's worth.
Oh no, Irby's clowning on us.
I'm surprised this was free. Like, he could have easily made this a 5-star and just gotten money out of it.
Yeah.
Is this like the only AR? I think so, right?
Moving on so that we stop talking about that AR. The Moritaka Shino AR. And Tadatomi's there too, I guess.
Why is Tadatomi just always there in the background? Like, he was like featured in that one Asian AR too, but he didn't get like a thing for like he's not able to equip it.
Oh yeah, that one.
I don't think he even has voice lines here too. He just kind of got like
yeah, he doesn't.
It's just Shino and Mori.
He's always in the background.
As he should be. Tadatomi is irrelevant as ever. I think this AR is unique in having 2 characters for the icon, and it's certainly drawn by Jiro, and it certainly has a nice background. I did like that fight scene a lot in the story, and the Plane of Nihilism from Azathos. I don't know. It's kind of just like, why are they smiling and looking at each other mid-combat? Shouldn't they be focused on getting the
father-son bonding?
For me, it's small detail, but I'm just glad we finally got to see like their beads, because we never actually got to see their beads in their actual art, because this came before they started establishing Hakenshi as a thing, so we never actually got to see like their beads for real until now.
Their anal beads.
Yeah, this is like A tier for me. It's very dynamic.
It's okay.
This would be A tier, but I'm making it B because of Tadatomo.
I think that's very based. In fact, I'll do you another and I'll put it at C because of Downtown. Okay, we'll just...
I'm abstaining, so yeah.
Okay,
I think this is kind of like I think for like Jiro works, I don't really like this art style, to be honest. Like, it's kind of different from his.
Yeah,
like,
I think
stuff.
it's one of his weaker works.
Yeah, so I'm just abstaining.
I do think it might be overshaded, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you accept this, Luther. I know you won't, but because we have put it down on tier list, it is now objective truth. You can't refute it. Moving on. Should we just toss Shiro into basically Sprite? Yeah, we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Shiro Ryuto.
Okay, this one gets rated low for me because Ryota's arm looks really short.
It's perspective.
I can't unsee it now. It's like 2/3 of what it should be.
Otherwise, the concept is pretty nice, and it's kind of like poignant, but Ryota's arm is way too short, and that's it.
I like their winter outfits and how they're rendered here. Very comfy.
Okay, I'll be real, I forgot this one existed, but the more I look at it, the more I actually really like it. Like, Zuzi's art style, definitely a plus for this one.
Have you been playing every day, Archie? Just wondering. Because this is one of the more recent ARs. It would be understandable if you never saw this AR in the first place, and you're just covering your base by saying,
no, I play every day, but like, I just forgot.
When did we get this AR?
It was pretty recent.
You had to farm for it last Christmas, I think.
Yeah, I think that was it. It was a Christmas Gangstar. And
I don't remember ever seeing
Wait, what's this? Yeah, I don't know. I just forgot about this one. It just blinked out on my mind somehow. But the more I look at it, the more I like it. So I'd say solid B tier.
It's a very pleasant surprise. So I'd put it in an high B.
Alright, we'll just toss in real B. I'm not going to argue with any of that, and I'm not going to add it because it's just more summer dynamic, which is cute. Shiro Yogsu Sloth. I'd like to go first for this, actually. I really like how Shiro is illustrated here, and there's something very ominous about the giant Yogsu Sloth and kind of wrapping around him. This goes well beyond like what is necessary for an AR to really encapsulate a scene. It's something you'd see out of a movie, I'd say, at this point. So I'd probably honestly rank this as either high or even low S.
I like that. I kind of wish we got more solo ARs. This is like the only one we have, I think. Or aside from like the Oath ARs and stuff, I think this is the only solo one.
It's really well done too. I mean, technically it's not solo because it's Yog's sauce there, but yeah.
I just noticed that
technically
you can see Yog's like transparent hand around Shiro.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Nice, it's really cool. And how it kind of blurs Shiro himself. And also, it's a pretty creative, what's called, interpretation of what the teleporting portals actually look like in effect with the tentacles.
Okay, I never got this AR, but for anyone who does, when Shiro talks, since it's the voice one, is it Shiro and then like the same voice actor, but then with a different with like a different way of speaking?
Oh yeah, it's so bizarre because that's the only time Yogso Sauce talks. He doesn't even have voice lines in his boss art, I'm pretty sure, in his boss
yeah, like how does he
sound?
How does Yog sound here? Because I never got this AR.
It's a lot more nasally, but yeah. It's definitely like shocking when you hear him because you will never have heard him anywhere before. He's not even when you fight him.
I don't know the answer to that, but I will say that I I like the AR. The concept is neat. Like, you don't really get to see like character being possessed as like an AR, even though this is like one of the first ones. So I wish they kind of like kept up, like sort of.
Wait, this is by Zuji.
Concepts.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Surprisingly, actually, Hiroshiro's are generally good somehow. I guess because he's more of a twink. But yeah.
Yeah, this is by them. The softer art style is kind of their hallmark.
I didn't realize they could do like something so dark and ominous too. Anyways, sorry, I interrupted you, Milk. Where did you want to place him?
I play a day.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. No, I agree. He's good.
Maybe we'll settle with low S. Alright, fine. High A.
Also, by the way, I think I double checked with the Shiro and Ryota one. That came out during Snow Fight, I think, which probably just like completely explains why he blanked out on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
even more
Snow
recent.
Fight, which is complete blank for me, so complete.
Actually, you know what? I am gonna fight low
That
S.
explains it all.
If we're having Shenong and fucking S, we're gonna have this AR and S, alright? That's my compromise. It's just too good.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Yeah, that's my tone of voice too with Shenong.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay,
Valor
well-
and Shiva.
They both look pretty good. It's a Waku AR, so that was actually kind of surprising because I thought Waku like disappeared for God knows long. I think the only thing that I don't like about it is that it enabled Shiva strats, like even more than it already deserves to be. And the background is just kind of whatever. But I do like how dynamic it is, and I kind of like the water effects as well. So yeah, it's kind of high for me. Maybe like A or B. Definitely not S.
I like the action a lot, and of course there is a strong relationship between those two that is heavily explored in chapter 11, I believe, and this certainly harps on it quite well. Just realism always takes me back. If they're fighting, they would never have their arms that far apart from each other by that proximity. So they're gonna collide with their heads before they actually hit each other at this point. But other than that, yeah, I do like the dynamics it says. So I'd be fine with A or B.
This is like a low A for me. I do wish it kind of zoomed out a bit more so you can like see how much destruction is happening around them. Because when they like fight against each other, it's like supposed to be like a really big thing. But it's a nice AR otherwise.
I have to agree with Harvey here. Low A is I think it's low A is good.
I mean, me and Milk said A or B, so that's pretty much low A or high B. So, all right, low A it is. Moving on into Shuten Ibaraki.
You skipped over one.
Oh, did we? I'm done.
Shiva Heracles.
Sorry, I was just like, I saw Shiva and I was like, my mind went blank because Shiva struts. Anyways, Shiva Heracles.
This one is super pretty. It's a DXT AR, so I'm glad we got more of that. And I think in general, this is a good A tier. I really like everything about this. And Shiva's getting tangled by the yarn is cute.
Yeah, you can kind of see his extra hands like sweating, trying to like untangle themselves from the yarn. That's a really nice touch.
Yeah, I think this is A tier. It's a situation we haven't really seen in the story.
Because they never interact, that's why.
No, I mean the Shiva yarn thing. The Shiva knitting thing. Because I don't think that side of him was really explored.
Did he even hint at that side?
Had, that affiliation. And so we had the affiliation thing where Shiva turned out to be at the same school or something as Heracles. So yeah.
Did not realize that. I guess that's a relationship.
Yeah. So yeah, this I had this in A tier.
I think it's funny seeing Shiva struggle to do anything that isn't like fighting.
Actually, that's a good point. Shiva's usually known for like destruction or being overly horny with his chest and all that. But Heracles is here to show him that knitted sweaters is the way to go, just like in his actual event.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think the point of using Heracles versus Shiva here is that knitting is kind of like this careful, like, you know, careful, precise task that you're meant to do, while Shiva's completely not that.
Okay, you say that, but it looks like he's knitting it perfectly fine.
That's a dynamic they're supposed to do here.
It looks like he's knitting it fine, even if he's tangled up. It's a perfectly fine weave, I see.
Well, it's gonna bite him in the ass later, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. No, maybe he's just stitching it up, and when it's done, he'll already be wearing it. Like 10,000 IQ right there. We'll go ahead and toss this in A then, since everyone seems to agree with it. A. Shoot an Ibaraki. Man, I have so many thoughts on this. Not really. What do you guys think?
I kind of wish it was zoomed out. Just, you know, just kind of drag that camera back a little.
This one kind of bothers me because I pull it a lot. And Ibaraki kind of looks weird. Maybe
his
it's
spine
now Pete
must be destroyed from this. I don't know what happened here.
Yeah. I think his head is a little too small, but I guess that's just like Bara in general.
Or there's got scoliosis. It's so sad.
Yeah, no comment. So we'll just go ahead and toss this in C or B or I don't know. C? Is that fine?
C tier for me.
It's just, it's not ambitious at all, I think. Like, at all.
I don't think anybody would get mad.
Yeah, no one's gonna get mad. No one cares about these units. When was the last time you ever saw a Shuten or Ibaraki stand? Anyways. Bath theme and C-Tree. Yeah, I think. Very infamous AR.
You cut off.
R cut off again.
Sorry, again, my meat's just a bit delayed from when I actually stopped. Anyways, what do you guys think of this infamous AR?
It depends on how well you can ignore the creep shot.
Yeah, I think aside from that one picture, I think it's... Oh, it's two.
Huh?
Archie, cut off for a second.
Was I not? Oh, did I forget? Oh, did I forget the push? Whoops. I think I didn't. I thought there was only one creep shot, but then I just realized there was a second. I didn't look at it that clearly until now.
Oh. There's two, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, this goes lower then. I put it in D.
Yeah.
I just put it right beside
Actually, maybe
Aside from that, if it wasn't for those two pictures, it would look fine. But yeah, those two bring it down.
Actually, I'd put it in F tier. It's like bothering me as much as like
even
Stone
worse than
Quad.
Musashi. I mean, I wouldn't personally rank it that low just because execution-wise it's perfectly fine. But if everyone thinks it's F, we can bring it down to F. I would settle for D though.
I like how fluffy Citri is here, but like, yeah, I think I'm a bit too bothered by these photos that are happening.
It's okay. They'll go to hell, which is where they came from.
Like we have to rate it F, right? Yeah.
What do you guys think? I'm fine with F if everyone else thinks F, but I would personally just stay with D.
Oh wait. Wait, did we move to Citri Fenrir?
No, this is still Citri bathroom.
I will abstain from voting.
Are we already judging Citri Fenrir already?
No.
Guys, calm down. I know there's a lot of sus ARs with C3, but we'll get there. You just give him his own tier, the C3 tier.
Oh well, Citri bath theme, I still think is F tier.
Okay, you know what? I'll just go.
I'm abstaining.
The offensive is like it's just those two pictures.
Okay, you guys are not bringing it down. I'll just rank it low D, which is essentially the same thing as F.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, C3 and Fenrir. Another C3 tier AR. What do you guys think?
Oh boy, this.
I'll put it in the cursed tier.
Yeah, why? Why is Citri there? Why is the particle effect ram slapping his ass like that? What is happening here?
Why is it white? Why is he behind?
They made it white. That's just like that's just.
Okay, everyone knows this AR.
Yes,
Gotcha. We'll just move on.
It's gonna be like a decent
Just
20
dry.
AR.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. There's some sort of thing about trying to detoxify people, hitting them with leaves. That's a Japanese thing, but I don't know how it works. Anyways.
No, it's a Finnish.
They're both
Ana
blushing.
thing.
Oh, I see. Finish. I wouldn't know either way.
Or at least just like wherever Tomty comes from. Yeah.
All right, and then
So it's like or something where you beat other people with leaves. Yeah.
something like that. All right, time for the massive pick Kengo AR, featuring C3 again.
Finally, a Citri AR that doesn't look awful.
And honestly, C3 looked
Yeah,
better than
Gotcha.
the other two in my opinion, but in the context of the other ARs, yeah.
Kengo looks good, except he's supposed to be in like middle school. Or is this a reunion pick? I can never remember.
It's like a JoJo AR cosplay.
Yeah, he looks like Jotaro.
That's fine.
Okay,
Why isn't he wearing a shirt?
Kengo never wears a shirt.
What? He wears a shirt in his space outfit.
Yeah, but if any out of his outfits, he always wears that stupid pilot jacket without a shirt.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, we'll just
Yeah.
toss it in the middle
Other
of
than
B.
that, it's pretty uninteresting.
No one has any opinions, we'll toss it in B. We'll just default to that. C3 and Shiro. Finally, a normal one. What do you guys think?
I'm
This-
just not realizing how many ARs C3 has. This is a lot. Okay. This one's pretty cute.
You know, I just realized
Like how-
Suzuki actually draws Shiro quite a lot. I wonder if she likes that character.
Well,
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't. Okay. So I'm just not realizing that the bottom slime is just like slowly creeping up
Yeah.
C3's shirt.
yeah.
So I'm a bit more. I'm a bit more uncomfortable
C3 is
now.
never safe.
God damn it.
I think this AR is carried by its voice acting. But yeah, this is me.
You should just put all C3 ARs in blurst. Okay, whatever, we'll just toss
Maybe
it.
it's because we just had 4 in a row. So, yeah. Is that all of them?
I think so, yeah. I'll just toss it in the middle of
that's
these.
all.
So it's pretty good.
Who's
Actually,
directing these
I'll say high
ARs?
B. You know what? I'll go with high B just because execution-wise it's actually pretty good. But, you know, it's just...
Yeah, like the situation's like fine as well. Like, it's a pretty rare thing to be like, I don't know, mad at some guy who like messed up with cooking slimes or something. Whatever.
Okay, so you say high B too? Something like that?
Yeah.
Alright,
Like other than the slime, it's just like whatever.
just crop it up a bit and it'll be fine. Alright. Snow and Claude. By the way, Hidden, there's like maybe one AR that is Karma. Maybe not any, actually. Maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, Snow and Claude, what do you guys
There are
think?
no AR.
I don't think there are
Gamma
any
unit.
Gamma ARs.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
No
there are
AR.
no Gamma character ARs too.
Yeah.
Just some pepperoni.
So like, okay, Snow Claude. Snow kind of looks weird. It's so skate right. Yeah.
He looks strange, but I kind of like it in like a stylized way.
I don't like it.
It looks
His
like
face is
someone
way too
just
small here.
took their palm and smushed it onto Snow's face.
Is this
His
like
face is
a
all
cat's
scrunched up.
mountain?
And-
Where's that picture of mountain that Judy keeps posting?
Oh, Mountain, that character. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that one. That one was by his official artist.
Yeah.
The like fan art. Or maybe was it? It was either fan art or from the game.
No, it's
I
the
forgot.
official artist. It's the official artist, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you mean whether he did it on his like Twitter
yeah.
or? Okay.
Either one. They keep the artist always does the same flat face at either way. So whatever source you look at, you're probably gonna get it.
I guess the ears are kind of flat for Snow as well. They kind of look 2D.
It's mountain. In another lifetime. I
like how Claude looks here. I was always a fan of his bride outfit, and Sosuke does bring out some really good qualities with his style.
I feel like they could have shown his bride outfit more, but it's a bit obscured by his hands and flowers and just the angle, and also his enormous pecs. But yeah.
I guess. And also Snow just kind of. Oh, okay. He's just looking worse the more I look at it.
Actually, you're right. What is Snow doing anyways? He's not even looking at Claude directly. He's like looking like he's about to deflower him later tonight. All right, well, we'll just go ahead and toss this in B then.
Yeah, somewhere around that.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any last thought about this, Milk, or are you good?
Oh, I was going to say that the appeal of Claude's bride outfit to me was like the fact that his like sort of like suit jacket sort of blends into like a dress or robe or whatever, and you don't really get to see that. But
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's a bit sad.
Like that was the unique part about it, but whatever.
Yeah, I unironically like the Claude's bride suit thing, and this one I feel doesn't really give it full justice. Anyways, we'll move on. To Soul Human Comedy. What do you guys think?
It's cute. It's assuming AR. So I have to rate it high, especially since it has Keyman in it.
It's one of those montage.
I appreciate the Nether Angel cameo.
You mean the Angel military cameo, or whatever his name is? Military captain, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, we'll just go ahead and.
I like how they portrayed the other like little moments in this AR, but like for Keyman himself, he's a bit too round, and it kind of reminds me of those Mpreg douches.
Soul is just very happy to be a new father at this point. Mpreg is hot, so we'll put that in S.
Sure, I have no qualms about
A for me.
I'm just kidding, guys. Seriously. Honestly, my opinion is more like B. I wouldn't put an S.
I think it's too high for B, so I'd say
A. Okay. We'll go ahead and put it with.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, A is good.
All right. Soul, Orgus, and Bacchus.
Having played Fkare, like, you know, up to what was translated for the English demo, I think, like, this kind of gives me some nostalgia to rate it high as, like, A. But that's just me. Otherwise, I would have normally just say, like, it's a sprite, but it's actually kind of, like, nostalgic for me. So, yeah. It kind of gives, like, the adventuring tavern vibe that game was sort of trying to portray. I think the background was kind of detailed with all the posters. So yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played the game before, but you know that vibe is fairly universal when it comes to you know, MMORPGs or even anime with isekais about the whole adventurous tavern thing. And I think it looks pretty cool here. I can sense the warmth in their camaraderie. Not sure how in place Bacchus is there for. But the food also looks pretty good. They are a bit front-facing, not really detailed in that way, but I can perfectly see the sort of camaraderie with them. In fact, it looks like they're kind of facing towards you as if you're one of them, which might make sense if you're from the perspective of the hero.
Yeah, wait, that's a new stream idea. If you ever don't have anything to do, you can just stream Fkare.
It's not even translated yet.
It's 1/4 translated. I forgot how many.
It's never getting translated.
It was one chapter. Hey.
Yeah, it's not like. Yeah, it's not like translated. At like it's not really that translated, so I wouldn't recommend it as a live stream. Yeah. You could, but
It's kind
You'd
of funny
have to
whenever
also
like
deal with like.
whenever you see a LifeWonders Twitter post randomly updating Afkari, and then you get excited, and then it's just for like some payment fix or bug fix, and nothing to do with an English translation. They have the resources at this point. I don't know why they're keeping it.
Well, it's probably just not profitable.
I mean, honestly, it's probably gonna be more profitable now than if it was earlier, simply because their Housamo player base is much larger and aware of it because of the Afkari crossover.
Also, your manga.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, was he in the background in this? I feel like there's something in the background about this. Oh yeah, he was. He is in the background.
Yeah, I see it. He's on one of the posters.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I must be like the only one blind here, but okay, sure. I'll pretend I see him too.
It's on the right of Orgus.
That's him.
Yeah, it's the tank top, I think, with the anchor, I think.
Yeah.
Was there?
Oh, sorry. He's much rounder than I would imagine. I guess it's just chibified. All right, we'll go ahead and toss this in maybe like low A since everyone seems to have good vibes from it. Is that right?
Sure.
All right. Soul Ryota.
This one's
I like
very
the-
sweaty.
I like the AR's description, but the art itself, I don't really care about.
Yeah, I feel like there's one of
They're
those
very-
fake interaction
Yeah.
things that never happened. So I don't know how to
Very
feel about it.
sweaty.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I sort of get the idea, but I don't know. It's just not that interesting for me personally. But I guess art-wise, it's fine. Like, I guess I'd have to rank it in B if I was just looking at it for art. It's not inoffensive, so it works.
It's kind of like there's just me, but I think it's like pleasantly sweaty. But other than that, it's fine. Not really.
I think the faint censored nipples are kind of bothering me, so I put in D.
Oh my god.
That and Ryota's like starting to look like Kotaro for some reason.
No. It's fine. All right, we'll just throw it in B. We should really speed up. Like actually, we're hitting the 2-hour mark, and what is our progress so far? Let's see. I mean, yeah, this might take an hour and a half at this rate. All right, let's speed up a bit if you guys are fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, someone
skip.
one game sprite. Searcher or Matsumara? What do you guys think?
No comments.
Hate it.
Okay, we'll put it in like low C or D.
D.
Okay, D it is. We should. I want to elaborate at least one thing. Someone should elaborate at least one thing. I don't know. It's muscles. There you go. Too much muscles.
They're too veiny.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
that's just a Dykes T thing. So if you like, I guess if you like Dykes T anatomy, like the way
Sorry,
he draws
Hidden.
veins,
Sorry,
then
Hidden, for going
it'll be
over quickly.
It'll
your
be
favorite
better.
characters.
But if you don't like Dykes T,
It's an
then,
acquired
yeah.
taste. If you like it, then you like it, but I don't like it.
Alright. Yeah, it's a bit too veiny and like I don't know. Bodybuilding is, I guess it's both things. It's an interesting interaction in that sense. Alright, Arc and Searcher. I was tempted to put this higher as well, but I already had Arc in the last thumbnail, so. Or
That's fine. Oh, that's fine. I mean, this is definitely S tier for me. I like how you can see Sir's eyes here, like partially obscured, but it's still there, and you can see it tearing up. So that's a really nice touch.
yeah, there's a lot of
You have to
emotion
look
behind this as
really,
well. Sorry, God.
You have to look really close, but yeah, I would also say S tier. It's a, I was gonna say a fun situation, but that's probably not the right word for it. But yeah, it's definitely a dramatic situation.
I want to say high
that
S
we usually
tier.
don't get to see.
I would normally put it in high S tier, but like this interaction technically never really happens, so I can only put it in low S tier since it looks really good. But yeah.
I don't care about it, but I can like appreciate the execution of it, so I'm gonna abstain from voting.
Irby's comment. Honestly, this art, even though it was never shown, made more sense than 40% of these errors. I guess that's true. Alright, Searcher and Babylon. Just go and toss that in basically a game sprite for Searcher.
I remember someone just saying that you can
How
just
was
edit
copy and
Sir's
paste.
regular sprite, like You can just edit Surtur's regular 3-star sprite helmet, and then you can just paste it onto this AR, because it doesn't even look like the angle has changed at all.
Surtur's telling you to give him his phone, or give him his phone.
What are they doing? Just like, give me your X. Alright, we'll just toss that in
Your balls, hand him over.
We'll toss that in high C. If no one's gonna argue with that.
I put it in D.
Alright, D?
Yeah, just mid-C for me. It's
Okay,
like,
we'll say like high D then. High D's fine.
Because the angle of his helmet is also kind of weird. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just laziness in Searcher's design part in terms of being a copy-paste, and Babylon looks off-model, so we'll just leave it at high D. Front-facing Searcher only, thanks, August. This AR, I actually want to put at least an A, maybe even debatably S, but what do you guys think?
Suzuka Ibaraki?
Yeah.
You want to rate this as S?
I think the... This is kind of
Is
dumb,
it the
but
green wolf
yeah,
mob?
I think the green wolf is really
Green
cute.
wolf mob is cute.
Even though his eyes are covered, I think he's really cute here.
Serious?
I wish he got
serious?
eyes. Like, why does he
No
have
way.
eyes here? Is it mob anti-bias?
Look, to my defense, I also think that Suzuka and Ibaraki certainly are fulfilling a good role here as the hosts of the nightclub thing. But I really
They
do
do
like.
look really stylish. Which I like. I think
Yeah.
this is like my favorite Ibaraki AR, just because of how well drawn he is here.
Yeah, I can
And,
see that. Male Ibaraki even specifically, right? The other male
Yeah.
Ibaraki sprites aren't
Is-
that great.
He kind of looks like an elf. Is that how you...
I
A bit,
think
maybe.
I think that's always been intentional. Was that always intentional? I can't remember if he had
think
like
he's-
stretched ears.
Pretty sure he's always had that here.
Okay, I guess he does kind of have pointy-ish ears. But yeah, I just had this at B. It's like another Gozu farm AR.
Green wolf
It's just,
though.
Like, well executed.
Okay, what do you guys think? A or B?
Fuck, here's not a.
I'd say
can't-
A. My only comment
Uh,
being, I just wish he had eyes. I'd like
I
him more
put this
if
in
the
low
green wolf
A.
had
That's the
eyes.
mystery.
The wolf mob is carrying a bit, but it is a
literally
good
a
AR
green
for what it's
wolf.
worth.
Oh my god.
Alright, we'll put it in low A.
Look at
fine.
him. Look at him.
You know exactly Harvey gets it. He's so cute. Not enough wolf reps here. Anyways, I actually skipped one. Actually, I didn't skip one. I don't know why it's ordered weird here. But Suzuka Ibaraki 2, that explains it. Yeah, this one's pretty good too, honestly. I would rate this at least A. But that's
Yeah,
just...
this is very cute. I love the pictures in the back. They're very cute together.
I had this at S tier actually because out of like all the Sumi ARs, this is my favorite. I think their outfits are unique.
I would
in
not
this
fight us,
AR.
honestly.
Oh yeah, no, their outfits are so cute here. I love it.
It's definitely showcasing a lot of things, and aside of Ibaraki taking the forefront with his feminine form more. And, maybe Suzuka is in the know of who they really are. I don't think he ever fooled Suzuka specifically. So, in this case, they're just being good friends either way.
Okay, I
Yeah.
just scrolled through Suzuka's outfits, and that's definitely original, so bonus points for that too. And it looks good.
Yeah, that
I mean,
does.
both outfits are unique. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
I would not argue S.
They do both look good, but I don't care about these characters at all, so I'm gonna have to abstain.
Okay.
Suzuka
think also-
anti-bias.
Yeah, I don't like Suzuka.
Wow.
just like as a character, so.
I think also Suzuka's like high school exploration personality, which is like tried to be explored in like fashionista. This
Yeah.
comes out into play.
Yeah.
So I like this AR for that reason. It's good. It shows like the characters' personalities and in like actual new scenarios that you usually don't get to see.
Yeah, unlike these other
their
ones, with the what's called Gabriel ones, this one is exploring a new side that is likely to exist, but we haven't seen before. Especially with the female Ibaraki, we don't really know the specific dynamic of her with the other outlaws, but this explores it quite well. Anyways, I think we held a bit too long for that era, so let's go on to the Suzuka Tetsuox one. This one, I'm sure you have a lot of thoughts for, Milk.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
This one, it's just kind of boring. It's like B or C. Like they're standing in front of the Kabukicho gate and they're like standing next to each other. It's just whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
there's,
that's
like,
just.
maybe this is some like fart whirlwind effect. I don't really care.
Yeah, the boarding's kind of bland. They're just kind of two people standing side to side, so
Well, what's your max level for this AR? Like,
Me, it's like 41, I think. It's like 20. Like the evasion is like 21%, I think. So it's actually kind of spicy on some flash units. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're standing, but to be fair, they look cool. I want to rate it high, but if you guys want to rate it just B or something like that, that's fine too.
I just rate it
I'm
as B.
cool with high B.
Yeah, high B is my perception too. Alright. Tadatomo or Chosios?
Oh, it has Marco in it, and it's instant A tier.
It looks like Merchosios
That's
is...
Milk's way of saying it would have been S tier if it weren't for Tadatomo.
I agree.
I still need this AR. I'm still waiting for this AR to rerun. Mostly for like kit reasons, but
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
Need more burned down.
exactly. I'm still waiting.
Takamoto does draw Tada pretty well here, and he isn't just like in the background doing fuck all, so I'll give it points for that.
I think this is actually Takemoto's best art for LifeWonders games.
Oh really?
Well, that's just my opinion. Like, out of all the other stuff that he's drawn, like, I guess Summer Teen-Los is like probably the most detailed, but I think this is probably like compositionally the best. I think I would have preferred that the background would be like a little more interesting than like some blurry Kabukicho gate at night, but it still looks pretty good. But yeah,
Alright.
that's why I had it at A
I guess
tier.
this is like the ultimate fusion
starting
of
to
your
think that
favorite
Takamoto
artist
does
with
not
your
like-
favorite character.
I'm starting to think that Takamoto does not like drawing backgrounds. Like between this and the Kimoon and Horkyu.
I mean, what can I
AR.
say? These artists became famous not because they drew clouds or trees or shit like that. They became famous for drawing characters. So I'm sure for a lot of them, it's sort of a side thought that they suddenly had to make up shit for ARs, which explains a lot of these weird ass backgrounds we get for most of these ARs.
Yeah. Also, I just think it's funny they continue the Tadatomo daddy issues trend, so there's also that conceptually.
Is that what it is? Okay, sure.
Oh, right.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, that was a thing back then. I think it kind of faded already, but that was a thing, and they kind of played into that, which I think is funny.
Okay, I'm just what's called a degenerate for thinking something else when I see this image, but sure. We'll just stick it in the middle of A tier if that's fine with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Okay. Tadatomo and Nomad. A tier is looking really thick. So, what do you guys think about this one?
This is one of the Giro ARs that I actually like, even though it has Tada. And it, no, it's arms.
This is the Tada hate stream now.
No, I mean he looks pretty good in this AR. I think the part that I don't like is that it's like Nomad's multiple arms. Like I know that it's supposed to be like, you know, that he's like super busy and handling stuff. It's
He's just
really
channeling
distracting
Shiba
to
right
me.
now.
Yeah, I think it could have been. I think it could have been done better.
There's not enough motion between them, I think. Like on the left, it's just like kind of there.
She was awakening his third eye, or Nomad's awakening his third eye.
Well, despite his arms, I do think Nomad's actually drawn pretty well here. His face, a lot more dynamic than he usually is, which is more tsundere or whatever, or given weird facial proportions like Snow is in his ARs. But you know, I definitely like Nomad's face here a lot more than whatever the heck Tadatomo was doing.
Yeah, and the colors
that's
do
fine.
look like really nice and varied here as well. So it's really nice to look at.
I
Yeah.
think the Tada side mouth is actually not too bad here.
Okay, I know you guys aren't listening to the stream, but
first.
the music for Beach House is playing, so this is really appropriate.
Okay.
What
was the rating?
We'll just go ahead and toss this in the middle of A. I guess that's fine. Or maybe like low A, something like that.
I'd put it low A. Yeah.
Low A?
fine.
Alright. Tajikawa Hogan.
I have a kind of weird opinion that like even though people don't really like how Toddy looks in this Mensuke AR, I think it's actually okay. So, yeah. I'm actually kind of fine with this AR, even though I don't really like Mensuke's art style. And I think it's mainly because the situation is kind of like more serious than other ARs.
Actually, this is the first
thing
time
that bothers me though is that
this is the first time realizing the background here. It looks like they're combating other Infernal units or some shit like that.
yeah, the thing that bothers me is just that Toddy's just holding handcuffs. So it's like, what the fuck are you doing on the battlefield?
My other nitpick about Toddy actually is I don't know what is happening with his upper lip.
Yeah, it's just like a flat line, right?
Yeah. Moving from Toddy, I think Hogan looks fine here.
Well, of course Hogan should look fine.
Yeah,
I wonder why he
same
looks
artist.
fine.
Yeah, same artist. Yeah, same artist. So you know, at least that gets a pass. It's just Toddy's my only gripe here, but aside from that, it's a nice AR. It's fine.
You know, I don't even remember the police really doing anything for what's called in the middle of the Infernal collapse during the main quest. I do remember they vaguely helped, like, when they snuck in or some shit like that into the invaders' base. Not the invaders, sorry, the warmongers. But I don't really remember them actually interacting with the Infernal enemies at all. Besides that, though, I do think that looks pretty cool for the characters. Toddy's weirdness aside, yeah, setting-wise, it looks pretty cool. I'd have to give it maybe like a high B.
Yeah, I'm
fine with that.
Alright. Tanjiro Dagon.
I think the mobs here are cute. I like how yeah.
Oh, you're
like
gonna
how
talk
small
about the
they are.
mobs first.
I didn't even notice them at first.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I know.
now that I'm looking at the whole AR.
I need to like take 5 seconds to realize they're giants because every single time I remember this AR, like the mobs just get erased from my mind and they just look awkwardly posing normal size.
I kind of like the horny, like they're scissoring concepts, but I don't like this artist's art style, so it's just whatever to me.
I'll give them that Tanjiro looks better than Tanjiro normally does in his normal art, just because he looks kind of boring in his usual art. You know, a bit more angle and stuff like that, more dynamic pose. But
I think like Dagon's like flexed arm looks really wrinkled or something. I don't really know what's happening.
For me,
It's
Dagon
like the
looks
bracelet.
like he's making a really fake, a very obviously fake posing pose, and it doesn't look good at all.
I don't know, like the arm kind of looks like an intestine. Just kind of gross.
Oh, I'm sorry, seeing it now.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just toss that in low B. If no one has any objectives. Or maybe high C. I guess it doesn't really matter. High C? No one's gonna argue that? Alright. Tanjiro Kijimuna. AKA the dabbing Moai face. AR. What do you guys think?
Oh, okay. So Kiji's like arm that he's raising does not look right.
This is like D or F tier just because Kiji's arm and hands are like so weird.
You know those like
Like-
what's called Mario star characters from Super Mario Galaxy? It looks like he has those kind of arms. There's like
Yeah, I never looked at this, so I never looked at this AR, so I never noticed that until now.
it
That
looked like
is
the
weird.
the end of a tied up plastic bags. Okay, you know what, let's just
I would
toss
put this in cursed tier.
Yeah, just drop it.
Yeah, you know what, Blurst, I completely agree with
Goodbye.
that. There's too many memes in this one. Even if it's like even if it's bad, it's more than that, it's just very peculiar in some ways. Yeah. The dabbing Moai. Never forget it. Alright. Tanjiro Kurogane. Everyone put in Moai in chat. Alright, so we got the sun and oil.
That's where that came from. I never noticed. Okay, moving on.
Oh. I like this AR. The snakes are cute. I think the only thing that I don't really like about it is just like I don't really see Tanga doing this like putting on sunscreen sort of thing, but otherwise it's pretty fine. So
The snake kiss is cute.
It might be something to do with like
are really
anointing or something like that.
Yeah, he's like spreading oil.
But yeah, do you really see
Rubbing
like
oil on
Tanga
him.
doing that? Like,
Maybe as
while
some
smiling?
sort of what's called father figure for his entire island / religion, but I don't know.
Yeah, the snakes
Yeah.
are cute. I think it's a nice amount of horny bait. The comments are saying like S tier, so I'm kind of fine with putting it there, even though I had it originally at
S
A
tier.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're
I
talking
just
about the
put
previous
A.
AR as a
I can-
joke, but okay.
I can see this in S tier.
I
Yeah,
would,
the S tier comments were about for the
yeah,
mole.
they were. They're for the
Oh,
moment.
were they? Oh,
They
okay.
were. This is. I only give this B, honestly. Like design-wise, it looks fine. The models are perfectly fine, and you know the interaction's okay. But Milk's absolutely right that I don't really see Tangoro doing this specifically to Kurogane. Maybe to one of his, tribesmen, but he has a different relationship with Kurogane based on the story. So I really wouldn't see him doing this. Maybe I'd give it like a low A. It's too high B. What do you guys think?
I'll put it A.
All right, A. We'll say
Still
like
rocking with A.
mid, low A, something like that. All right. Tetsuya Hamte. Okay, the one where it looks like Tetsuya's nutting.
Yeah, so it has to be B for that. I mean, like you at least remember the AR, which is like better said than some of the other ARs like that.
I don't.
Hakemaru.
I don't really remember either of these characters too much because Mystic Christmas is dead.
It really is.
Tetsuya
Sorry,
is
Aiden.
there.
Well,
Nutting,
I
guess.
have to scroll past the Tetsuya nutting icon every so often, so I do remember this AR.
Yeah, I remember too, as well as its effects, even though I never use this AR for its effects or for any reason at all. It's just permanently in my mind because of that nut face.
I think I only used this during that one HDQ. Was it? I think it was that one HDQ during Sunshine Christmas because of conflagration.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter. We have so much better deep guys, and you have to wait until turn 4 for this. Like, Jesus, it's like might have been good back then, but not really now. But it is a 3-star for EP anyway, so whatever. That's neither here nor there. We're talking about the art. We'll just stick it in the middle of a B if no one cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Okay, Tsukatle Poka Ketchi, and not the cute one, but the other one.
This is not as good as the other one, but it's just it's still fine looking.
It's
Guys.
I think it's a little messy.
Yeah,
like, with
it's
all
a
the
bit too
cards.
busy.
I
Guys.
don't know what's I tried to understand what the background is, but I genuinely can't because of all like the streamers and the confetti and cards.
I would have rated this in
Yeah,
middle, but I got like
There's
a currency bias with just the fact that Cat Festival music started playing right as we began this. So I like the active scene, but I don't really remember Tsukatle Poker interacting with Ketchi in this way. So it's a bit of a fake interaction again.
too much Kate, not enough Tez.
Okay, we will put this
Really?
maybe like high B. I think execution-wise it's pretty good, and stylistically looks nice, but otherwise everything is kind of whatever. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Kengo and Hero.
This is another Gozu Farm AR that I just find okay.
Sap is cute. I don't like Kengo's circle eyes here. Surprise circle eyes. I think it doesn't look right here. I don't think it fits the scene right here, or at least doesn't look good. It doesn't look right in general.
I don't really like how they hold their controllers.
Those controllers are like fucking either massive or they just have really small hands. I don't know what's happening with those. Yeah, I think like if it weren't for Sath, I wouldn't really care about this AR too much.
I just realized there's like a game case in the bottom left. I'm trying to determine what that is. But it looks like it has a bunch of cats on it or something. Anyways, Sath is
It's
the
like
only
PT4.
PT4. It's based on PS4, obviously. But yeah, I think Sath is the only like super novel thing here that's quite good. Everything else is normally like low B tier. For Sath, I'd probably start in like mid low B tier or mid B. But what do you guys think?
It doesn't really.
Okay, no one cares.
High C, I guess.
High C.
It's just sad. So
Low
Okay.
B.
Low B.
Just
Alright.
It's
Low
a
B.
kind of a fun AR, I guess.
I put in
Does-
low B as well.
Alright, low B it is. Why did I open that? Let's just throw that in basically a game sprite. No Thor discussion. Commentate in 4K comedy.
Thor's hot.
C tier. It's kind of bland. I'm also surprised this is their first Horku AR that they made, and it's not even voiced, and it's just kind of okay.
I almost thought this was Ross, and I was like super surprised at first because I was like, no way Ross draws humans like this, and I was right, it wasn't Ross. Because Thompson actually looks decent.
I'd throw it in C just because I feel like 4Q with his finger up is just bothering me. Like, just
Yeah.
pointing up for, I don't really know.
Everybody loves
That's
sausage
really
fingers.
Not correct.
And then
Yeah.
he just has this patch of chest hair that looks like something died.
I would like almost argue for D tier just because I'm tired of this gotcha AR in my pulls.
I like that, yeah. I kind of like the setting that they're discussing plants. It's a bit of a different from, you know, being in the middle plants,
I
but
guess.
other than that, yeah, it's not incredible. Anyway,
It's a really boring AR, especially with that like stupid ass sticker background.
well, true. It's one of those like pop art backgrounds that doesn't even make sense. We'll toss this in like maybe high D, low C, something like that.
And low C, I guess, for me.
Okay, low C. Toji Golden Roasty.
I like this AR a lot. It's fairly active. And dynamic. I think like Toji looks a bit more buff than he really is, but that's about it.
I think Toji looks pretty cool here. It's chaotic, but like in the good way.
I don't really like it, honestly. I think it's a bit too chaotic,
Really?
and even though they're just clashing swords, something about those action lines make it a bit too messy, too much contrast around the edges, even though that's not where the focus is. The focus should be where the face is, and it's kind of, when their face looks like it has just as much contrast as every part of the, every other part of the image, it doesn't really catch my eye anywhere in specific. Yeah, it doesn't really do a good service to the actual faces, I think. It makes them have poor readability.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one, and I think Toji's a bit like too off model for me to really get into any of the action. which is
That's,
a bit
you know, like, Toji changes models so often that I kind of just didn't notice, but you're right. Whether he's like hyper twink in his ARs or just regular twink or twink in his like grains or his 3 stars, and to like
No,
hyper
he's-
muscular in this one, it's like I don't even notice anymore. He's like, he is what you want him to be. Alright, well, toss this in, like, some of you guys had high opinions, some of you had low opinions, so this is actually pretty contentious then. Can we compromise with maybe
I had
like...
it like A tier.
I see. What do you think, Harvey?
I put this in kind of low C tier.
Low C, what the heck?
Low C.
I
I would have put this
I
in low
don't
C
really
too.
like
Yeah.
it.
I'm with
I
Harvey.
just can't get
really?
into it.
Really? Okay, I think B is fine. Or is that a good enough low? Is that
Well-
a good compromise B tier?
Okay, can you
Fine.
just put
Is
in
that too
C tier because B tier is too big?
C tier it is. High C tier. Alright. Toji, again, should we actually talk about this or should I just toss it in Game Sprite? Although he looks
He
off
looks
model
kinda
here.
weird in it.
This is one of the ARs where
No,
he
he just looks like now he looks like he's a twink again.
his muscles are sucked out in this AR and put in the Toji Golden Bursty one.
His neck is also kind of big looking. Oh no.
Looks like he came out with an Otome. Alright.
Okay, just put in games.
Alright, thank you for... yeah, let's not waste time here. Game Spray it is. No one cares about Toji, even if he is to make it as unusual. Dagon and Triton. Triton.
Horny bait, that also works because I swear I'm not biased because from the Shenron Gyumao one. This is also, I can also see this is horny bait that works. So this is definitely S tier.
I'm biased.
It's also, yeah.
Because it has Dagon, so it's S tier.
You guys.
I'm putting this in A tier because it spooked me in my grab bag twice, so I hate it now, but...
Okay, you know what? I
Whatever.
will fight for S or A tier because clearly everyone loves this AR, even when it came out, including Irby, and everyone pulled dupes for it. But I had multiple problems with this AR in the first place. But we'll just throw this in S so that, you know, it doesn't sway my opinion there. I think Triton looks really goofy here, his face. I think Dagon looks excellent at least, but it also kind of doesn't look like a very natural holding angle as a result. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just really sweet. I love the two here. It's like he's kind of grasping on while Triton's reaching out.
Also, Dagon is behind
something we haven't
Triton, but Dagon's head is larger for some reason. It's like just too many things off-putting with the faces themselves. But I don't disagree.
I think Dagon was naturally larger because this is. I'm assuming this takes during Go-Go, so I think Dagon being larger makes sense.
Why do you keep on rounding the A's?
He was always kind of gigantic.
Why do you keep on rounding the A's? Archie, why are you rounding the A's all the time? Alright, we'll move on to Tsukiyomi. I'm not gonna argue with it since everybody loves Triton and Dagon and I'm just blind apparently. What do you guys think? Honestly, I forgot this area existed.
It's kind of boring.
Not a huge fan of it.
It's
Everybody
it looks
loves
pretty,
the
but it's
hand
also
reaching
just
out
the
to you
standing.
position. Okay, like
You
maybe...
can put it high C, low B.
Yeah,
I put this on low B.
Alright, low B it is. Like, no one has anything to say, but it's also kind of particularly ambitious. Alright, the Bulge AR from Tashita. I actually really like this AR, but maybe I'm biased. What do you guys think?
There is no bulge.
It's like kind of tiny triangular shape.
Tiny bulge, tiny hands from Kurogane.
Oh,
yeah, I think Kurogane's hands. I think that's just my gripe. But aside from that, I think I like it.
I think Tashita's
I
really
would like
cute here,
this more.
making
I
that
just think
turkey
it
face. Sorry,
it
what?
just needs like a better execution. Like I like the concept of it, and the lizard is cute.
I think the only execution I'm not really caring for is Kurogane's, but I think Tashita as well as V3, I believe, is both well executed. V3 being the salamander thing. And this is quite dynamic, but you know, maybe I should be ranking it lower because it's yet another crafters doing a workout thing, which is like the only thing they know how to do apparently.
I rate it low because Kurogane's not really spotting. He's just like letting.
It's funny. That's why Tashita looks pissed.
He's just like there, like saying "go go." It's like, please, he's gonna die.
I mean, retreat is all for it too, apparently. Alright, it looks like it's a bit contentious. I want to rate it high. Some of you are rating middle.
No, if you can't help him, look at how small his hands are.
Yeah, it's just the hands that are my issue, but
He's
I'd say
a
this
mecha man.
one-
He shouldn't have any problems. He like fucking modified his own body. I don't know what he's complaining about. Anyways, we'll toss this in maybe high B tier. But what do you guys think?
I'll let Ara have it.
Thank you, Milk. Alright, high B then. I mean, if you guys aren't gonna say a rating first, then I'm gonna say it, and then I'm a bit afraid you're just anchoring onto what I say first, so feel free to throw out a rating first for me. Alright, the Benton Typhon AR, aka an AR that looks both so fabulous and yet also so... What the fuck happened? Thank you, Harvey.
Oh, Typhon is really white here. I did not notice
Yeah.
that. I mean, Benton looks great, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Looks fine.
What's happening with the blue things behind her? I don't know what those are.
Ribbon things.
I've always thought of it like a scarf or something.
Stuff that just floats midair and is not wrapped around her at all.
Yeah.
They're coming from her hair too. Like, what is that?
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be like some ribbon piece that she's tied behind her hair? I don't know.
Anyway, Benton good, Typhon bad. So let's. I don't know. Middle B.
Yeah,
like
bad. Pretty.
Yeah, just a little.
bad
Yeah,
execution.
Typhon's face is kind of a little off, a little. So
completely off. What the heck? Why does he have this out like
Okay.
that? The entire thing should be shaped by his muzzle, not just like his nose area.
I think
Yeah.
it's actually okay-ish, just because Zigma's original Typhon, like, you know, his like 3 and 4 star is just like kind of weird to begin with. So just sort of like change in art style is fine.
I think
I'm
it looks
looking at it
better.
now, though,
I think
but-
Typhon looked better before I zoomed out. Oh, let's see the full thing.
I think this watermelon is bothering me. I don't really like see how he's holding it up.
Oh my god,
Wow.
you're right.
I didn't even notice
that.
maybe he's like squishing it with his elbow.
He's using his sweat to
Between
hold it up.
sides.
It makes sense, right? It's kind of hard to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't think too hard about it. Everything is what's happening with Typhon. Just a lot of mistakes happening there. Same thing with Tsuji and his other guys, especially his non-human guys. She kind of messes him up completely. But yeah, we'll move on. So, Ashley, did we give a rating for this? I forgot.
No.
I threw it in the middle
I think
somewhere,
it
and I don't know
looks-
where it is anymore.
Fine enough to like.
Middle, like
Oh, there it is. Yes, in movie.
high C, I guess.
High C?
I put this in IC as well.
Alright, high C.
Okay, that's fine.
My rating is actually gonna be like maybe D, so I'll put it a bit lower, like mid C.
Oh, you really don't like how Typhon looks here.
Honestly, it's in the same like cursed tier as like what's called uncanny snow or uncanny ombre
The incoming AR.
Yeah, the next one.
The next one.
The next this one. Oh, it's just who drew this? Japa, I don't know who that is. Everyone's super round here, I guess. I don't know.
He's got Typhon's got a triple chin. What is that?
What did you do?
Are you
He's
putting
doing
this in
good.
F or curse? That's the question. F or curse?
I probably just put an F, honestly.
I put it in.
Like, it's not funny enough
Oh,
for me to be
you
in
can
cursed,
put it
in
in
my
that.
opinion.
It's not cursed. And, yeah, it's not. There's not enough memes in here to put it in cursed.
Like, Blurs is
I
like,
think
it
it just-
requires something funny, you know? Like, something that makes you, it's so bad, it's so good. This one is just bad and forgettable.
Bad.
Well, let's give some credit to, I guess the lighting looks nice from above with the water. But, and, you know, everything but the characters looks nice.
Sure, but it's a character focus here, and the characters look awful. So that's here.
Just, I don't know. Let's move on. I could say more, but I don't want to. Tifa and Gangly, actually, I would rank this personally high. This is a pretty good rendition of Tifa in my opinion. And also they show what's called one of the more elaborated relationships in the game.
I like the fuckboy face that Gangly's doing.
That's cute.
Yeah, is this a Jiro AR? I think so, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'd rate this as like A. I think the only thing that I would have liked is like a more interesting background, but it's just whatever.
I think this background actually is based off of one of the port cities they landed on during that one story. The one with Nate to unfold.
Well,
this
like
thing.
if you looked at the background.
Yeah,
but
I
if you
vaguely
looked at
remember
the
it being something like
background
this.
without
Yeah, it's similar to it, but not exactly. I believe.
But yeah, it's just that like you can't even tell, right? It's just like in that background. I thought it was like a church or something.
I was able to tell, but that's just because I just happened to remember at the time when I first saw this AR.
Yeah.
Alright, I agree with A
I
completely.
think it's cute looking enough to be A. Yeah.
Okay. Harvey? Archie? What do you think?
Yeah, it's good. I put it in.
Alright.
I put this in like low A.
Low A? Alright. We'll just settle with like mid-low A then. Oh no, we have 30 minutes before 3 hours. Volos, come on, man.
We're catching up.
We're catching up. We're close. We got like 11, 12,
Perhaps.
or 14.
We'll get there. Volos and Gomon. Yet another AR where I don't think Gomon is perhaps as unmodeled as I'd like.
Well, this is one of the roster. I think this is like the only roster that I actually kind of like, just because Willis is cute here, and like the tuft for the stomach tuft for Guilmon is like one of my guilty pleasures that I do like, but it's an acquired taste.
There's like an indirect suggestion this year of like Volos putting his melon beside his boob, so they're kind of like the same. And then Gomon eating out of melon. So what if off screen Gomon eats his boob?
I think they're reaching for something that isn't there.
I reach.
Well, the
like the
implication is
shading
somewhere
of-
there.
This is like B tier. I don't know. I don't have that much to say about it. I guess it just looks fine.
I think the lighting
I
is
kinda liked it.
too direct. I don't know. It's not sunny
Okay.
enough, even though they're outside. It's not washed out whatsoever.
I'm just realizing that there's like actually a ton of watermelons in the background. I didn't see those before. I think that's
A ton of what?
a ton of watermelons in the background.
Oh, that is
didn't
watermelons. I
notice
thought that was
before.
like a forest. I didn't even realize. Damn.
Oh.
You know, I think
Okay.
I have a sudden revelation where I want to put Searcher and Matsumara into S tier, but I will keep that urge down for now. Anyway, where do you guys want to place this?
Low B. I'm not.
My vote's for low A, just
I
because
thought it
I'm
was
biased.
low B.
I would probably rate this like
I still don't really like.
low C, so I'll go with like high AB then. Maybe like mid.
Oh, by the way, Hidden super chatted.
Yeah,
You
I
noticed.
noticed. I commented on that. Thank you for the
Oh, you did?
$20.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, well, I was making a joke about how I have this urge to play Searcher and Matsumara in S tier.
Oh,
But yeah, thank you for
Well-
the 20. I will give you a modified tier list sending in that has an on top. But for now, roll with it.
wow.
Pay to win.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, no, bad arrow. This is not democracy.
Fine. We will now be talking. Oh wow! Actually, I've never heard you really talk about this AR. You know, I feel like you should really like it, Milks. What do you think about it?
I think it shows the character relationship between Gunso and Wakan pretty well. I think it's one of the better looking, like, Gen 1 ARs. I have this one maxed though, so I can't actually pull it from the gacha anymore. What do you think about it? Legion in the background is always kind of a nice pleasure to see because they have different expressions. And it's well drawn because it's Prudence and Minu. I put it at like high B, low A because otherwise they're pretty much just standing.
I really loved the color contrast in this one with the green and Gunso's red and also Legion being blue. It's really simple, but it is a really nice touch.
I think it's a bit too plain, but I do agree that it shows a relationship quite well. Namely, one that we haven't seen quite well in any recent events. Well, maybe they just haven't been in recent events. Was, what's called Gunzo being rather shy.
Hidden, stop trying to read the tier list.
You guys,
Wow,
I'm sensing a general
this
consensus from the
super pay
chat.
to win.
A general consensus, not from
Consensus?
anyone
What is-
versus. I should definitely move him to S tier.
That's a one person consensus.
Well, no. See, there was two super chats, so it's at least two people who were still. So we'll go ahead and
Better split this money between all of us. Jesus Christ.
Alright, moving.
God. At least make it low S tier.
No, just make it its own tier. Just make it pay to win tier. Pay to win tier. Yeah, pay to win tier.
There you go. You got it. You officially have the top AR on this entire list. All right, let's continue. Where did he place the Walking Tonka one? I don't even remember.
Did you place it yet? I forgot.
Oh no, I don't. It's right here.
Maybe I think we got distracted. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Also, I didn't get to give my opinions.
B.
I think it looks cute there.
It's high B for me.
High B? Probably higher. I probably rate maybe like low A or high B. Despite what I said, I do actually think, despite its plainness, it's quite nice. So high B is fine for everyone.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Everybody loves this AR. So, Milk. What do you think?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
It's now P. I don't actually know how people say his name, but I don't really like his art style for his AR. It's also just kind of boring. I don't really see why.
Which AR are you looking at right now, by the way?
Are we not in Walking Tonka Taurus?
No, we're in Tonka Tetsuox. The order is like...
Oh, you skipped one.
Did I?
Yeah.
What's going on in chat?
You're going alphabetical order.
Okay, fine.
Hidden.
But
What's wrong with you?
Oh, Hidden, thank you so much.
He's supporting your Zhurong return.
Hidden, my bestie, my best friend forever. Y'all need to be more like Hidden. So what do you guys think?
We don't have money.
Same though. That's why y'all need to be like him. All right. What do you think? Sorry. What I personally think is I like the lighting, but it's kind of like an unobserved relationship, really, in story. So I don't really see the chemistry. Here it's okay, but I guess just like platonic friends. They're not even the same club, right? Whatever.
School, they're kind of in the same club, but it's weird because Daisuke's always been sort of part of the friend group, but not completely.
Yeah, because he's always like fucking off to do like his Taurus mask stuff, right? So
yeah,
this is just like whatever to me. It's like, yeah, I can see it happening, but like, did you really learn anything interesting though? Not really. They're just doing this hand.
I like the background more than the actual characters here, so, or like the way they're than the actual character's illustration here. So I guess that's my stance on it.
The sky looks fine, but the sun is kind of weird.
Yeah, for a dramatic effect, it's a bit brighter than it should be and larger. It doesn't look nice though. We'll go ahead and put that in.
This is
What do you think?
too boring for me to care about. I don't like it. I put this in C tier.
I wouldn't argue
because I don't
that.
like the characters that much.
What do you think?
I don't like.
Letter-wise, everyone else.
Oh, letter-wise, I'd also put it like C. I just don't really like the AR.
Okay, middle of C. No one's gonna argue with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Wakon Tonka and Tetsuox. Your favorite.
Well, this one I think is A tier because I'm biased, but also because I think Gunzo and Kuma are kind of cute in here in the background.
It has three of Milk's favorites in it, with Tetsuox, Akana, and Gunzo.
I actually do think, like, except for Ibaraki, everyone's really cute here. But that's just my bias against twins for me. Like, for real, like, Tetsuox and
I can see it.
you know, I'm a big fan of Kima too, in ARs anyways. And Gunzo also looks kind of like he has his own sort of AR episode happening with Kima, kind of looking down at him as if he's pitting him.
Yeah, I like how you can tell there's more going on just besides these two characters. Like there's just more to the scene.
Yeah, I do enjoy the side B plot of Gunzo and Kyuma in the background. Ibaraki's
Poor
doing fuck
Kyuma.
all. Ibaraki is the Tatotome of this AR.
Where's my partner that I can have my own side story with? That's what he's doing in the background. It is peculiar though, given the, what's called both. I guess it is kind of a fusion of two different affiliations, right? Between the Outlaws as well as the what are they called?
Yoyogi.
Yeah, the Yogi Academy.
Yoyogi.
They don't really directly interact very often though, so it's an interesting dynamic to show here.
Yeah, this is because this is at like the end of Fashionista, where they're at the beach or something. So yeah.
I mean, even
The
in
Yo-Yogi
Fashionista, they
crew
barely
with
interacted with each other,
Pokemon.
but okay. Yeah, I would rate this as
Yeah.
A easily, maybe even S, but if you're fine with A, then I'm fine with A.
Yeah, there's some things that bother me about this AR, which prevent it from being S to me. I mean, it's also kind of boring if you think about it, because it's just like skin. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
I think it's fun.
We'll do a
fine with
high, mid, high A, something like that.
High A is good.
I'm fine with high A.
Alright, high A it
Yeah.
is. Almost there, guys. Now it's time for
The
Zabania.
gay AR.
It's gonna load.
It's slow for me too.
Already
no.
got it. Or loading.
Someone,
Well, you can just imagine in your head.
someone visually describe it in words.
I can post it to chat if you want. I got it uploaded.
No, it's already like 10% loaded. It's too late.
Oh, that's wrong channel.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it in chat briefly, but
No,
you
really.
can talk about it right now. I have no way of showing this quickly on
I don't really
streams.
like this AR.
Okay.
I think like I made everybody's bodies like way too huge, and it's not
This
really,
is
like, that my thing.
this
Yeah.
is like horny bait that like done
There you go.
not right.
Don't mind it being
Like,
super
why-
late.
Why did like he's doing the the half chub, half like muscle thing on Rakan. It's not really working out with them. He's like way too chunky here.
I think Wakan Tonka is doing the Arachne face, if you know what I'm talking about. It's the one with Suzuka. Where she has massive tits.
Oh,
And so
Oh,
he
I
also has
see.
massive tits. Something about his
Yeah,
face is a bit... that grin is too big.
I have to agree with Irby. I actually like how Zab is drawn here.
You mean like on model fronts?
He's definitely resting boobily.
Yeah. I think Zab's face is fine. I don't know about his chest, it's a bit too big. So yeah.
I kind of get the
And
vibe
I guess
that...
this rainbow is like,
When I look at a
a
Wakan Tonka, I can't help but think blow up doll here. Because of just how round every single part of his muscles are.
He looks hella inflated.
Yeah.
A bit
Yeah.
uncanny.
Anyway, Zabania looks fine. It's a bit flat around the abdomen area, but Wakan Tonka is definitely blow up doll material. We'll go ahead and rate that right now. What do you guys think?
I'd put it like C tier. Mainly just because Wakan just looks really off to me.
I agree.
I don't really care
It's
for the
unfortunate.
rainbow explosion.
It's unfortunate
Yeah.
that Zab doesn't have like that many good ARs, but
At least he got one.
At least
I think it looks good here.
Yeah, at least he gets the icon here, and not Wakan. Alright, well, say high C tier then. Alright. Shalotl and Hakumen. And not the other one, but the other one.
I just
What?
noticed that this has that one of those shitty like sticker backgrounds, but there's two lawyers now instead with the checkerboard and the diagonal stripes.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some of the artists just focus on let's pair two characters that are interesting together without first thinking about an interesting scenario, and so as a result, they don't really have like a strong environment in mind to draw it in, and then you get stuff like this.
Yeah, like you can just kind of put this anywhere. It's not really specific to any background, so just kind of like okay.
I mean,
I kind of like the heart shape with the Hakumen's tail in the back. I didn't notice it until now, but that's nice.
Having a front-facing Hawkman's pretty unique too.
I think this is just kind of an okay AR. It's kind of like Gozu Farm tier.
So long was cute here, I'd say.
It looks fine. I don't have any strong opinions about it.
We'll go in.
It looks a bit too fishy, but I don't. It's whatever.
No strong opinions then?
No.
All right.
I'll abstain from voting.
I'll do like
high C, I guess.
High C.
Low
Alright.
B.
Low B. Okay, C since B's getting voted. All right, the derp AR. What do you guys think of it?
I don't like how the Mawashi takes like 1/3 of the image. Like Yasu's towel.
Malashi? That's an interesting thing.
Very cute.
They shaved Ombre, which is off model. That is off model. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's like a third of his appeal. Where does his pit hair?
Exactly.
Come on.
Like come on, even his summer
Come on,
art
Josh, you can do
highlighted
it in
that. Where'd
this.
it go?
Okay, wow. That went in different directions I thought it would.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop
otherwise, but it's also just like okay.
Yasu's cute here though. Look at his. I like his mouth and that little toothy grin.
The Ulu grin.
I think he has like smushed face syndrome, like many other AR does. But I don't know. If you guys think it's cute, I won't argue with it.
Yeah, I just put it like high B, low A.
Cornbread is
I
a
think
the
it's
icon though.
I think low A is too high, so I've put in B.
All right.
Even though B is probably humongous right now.
Well, one of these tiers had to be like really huge, so
You do like B plus.
we're giving
B and
them
B
the
minus.
ratings they deserved.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that. That'll take too much time. We'll just settle with B. So Yoku's Sauce will just go ahead and throw him in basically games right, and Yoyogi Gonzo basically games right. Zabania and Ursulan.
Oh boy, I did not. I did
one.
not see Zab's face here.
Oh god.
Okay, put this one in like F tier.
Yeah, that's just
Really?
Zabania is really dragging this down.
Ursulan's
Yeah,
good
but I
though.
think Arslan looks good though. So I put it in D tier. Just to respect Arsalan.
That's a fair compliment.
That's really
but
sad
Zab
for
is like, oh, that's Zab is worse than Arsalan is good.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Zab is almost as bad as the new Zab AR.
Yeah, it's Kira Nirisu. Just like committing war crimes left and right.
Alright, we'll put this in like maybe low D then, if that's fine.
Sure.
Didn't realize you guys hated Zabani's face that much. Speaking of which,
These artists are not giving Zabania credit. This is not our fault. This is
so what do you think of the yes fight AR?
Okay.
It's so
It gets
good.
worse the more you look at it.
I
would
mean,
almost put this.
Is this a blur tier? Is this a blur?
I would almost put this in Blur's tier, honestly.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny enough that it should go there.
it's like an unintentional practice of cubism with their faces. Just completely, yeah. Okay, let's put it in Blur's.
I just noticed the picture you used for the tier list for that AR.
It's accurate.
Perfect.
Honestly, it's better than Sab's actual face.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's look. He looks better here because it's actually like somewhat symmetrical.
Okay. Moving on. Chernobog and Zhao.
This also looks really weird.
I think Zhao's accurate for his muscles,
Kira
but
Narisa's anatomy.
Cherno.
I don't like Chernobog's towel there. Like that looks weird from that angle.
Yeah, you should just take it off completely.
I think their whole bodies just look like waffle ironed.
Yeah, that's just Kira Narisa's classic anatomy. That's
Like if you look at
I
Zhao's,
put this
like,
a D.
bicep, it looks like a crystal.
Or yeah, F is fine, but D or F, one of those.
Zhao's head is way too small here.
But he doesn't have a neck, probably as well. So yeah.
And then this is just by Zhao's artist. I could sort of tell
At
that it's
least
fairly accurate to Zhao.
Cherno's face.
Oh, no,
looks
Zhao's
weird.
artist is someone else.
Zhao's artist is Amamiya. This is Kira Narisu.
I
So.
see.
This is Cherno's artist.
I mean, I think the
And even
Zhao's
Cherno,
pretty
actually,
accurate just 'cause Zhao from the
Cherno doesn't
beginning.
look good here. Yeah, this is Cherno's artist, but I wouldn't even say
That's
Cherno
this
is
is Cherno's
good.
artist.
It is.
That's so funny. The Zhao looks more accurate than Cherno. In my opinion, anyways. Then again, Cherno's always
They
looked
both
off
kind
model,
of look pretty off.
Okay, we'll put it in the uncanny
I think
tier.
F is fine here, actually.
F is way too extreme. What the hell? I actually think they're just
I don't
a bit off
know. I
model.
don't know. Cherno's artist not drawing Cherno right is so weird that I think it just goes.
Wasn't that also a
That-
meme with the
this feels so
Samopedia
off.
where his like Cherno there was also not really accurate, at least based on the art? Like I can't rate it that low when both of their faces look accurate enough, and Zhao honestly just looks fine to me, like straight up. Like I would,
Okay, we'll compromise and put it in
Low D.
we'll put it in
Yeah.
low C. That's my compromise. Fine, we'll put it in high D. But I didn't realize you guys hated it this much. It's not that off model. I know it's like grotesquely muscular, but
I think
that's
their
literally
bodies.
that's
Like,
literally
I just don't like it.
You just don't like Zhao and Cherno. I can't believe this. Alright.
hey,
You know what? Okay, I'm putting him in high C, or low C, rather. Screw you. Zhao and Shujin.
Wow.
Wow.
What, you guys
Where's
gave...
the Surtur AR? and
Your reasoning...
Ada wins
What,
here
I
now?
didn't believe your reasoning. You didn't give enough, or why it would be matched with, like, CGI... Like Hombre Tigre and like uncanny
I don't know,
valley.
it's just-
no, really. There was a
What,
reason.
but not even D tier though.
I might
They're
say D,
wild.
but
We have
like
the
it's
Babylon
just the
Surtur
bodies. The
AR.
faces are completely fine.
I think this is Lee Poggers tier. I don't know.
their bodies
We have the
What
Surtur
was Lee
Babylon
Poggers
tier,
anyways?
D
Where do
tier,
they-
and this is
okay.
somehow better.
Okay, you know what? Fine, but whatever. Just like Fringe, it could go either way. Top of D tier. That's low as it'll go. Anyway, Zhao and Shuten. No one has any
This
opinion.
one looks
pretty good
cute, but
looking AR.
good lord, the background characters are just uncanny.
Durga especially, yeah. That's
What the fuck is Durga doing?
Durga looks
she
like a
just,
dog.
Is she just like nude?
No, she
Her
has
brows
wearing
kind of blending in.
She's
She
wearing
has
a
a
yellow
sports bra.
track outfit, but it's blending in with her fur.
Actually, is she not wearing any pants? I don't see anything. Oh no, that's her. Fucking...
She's wearing. She has
Her
like
stripe is
really
blending
tight
in
shorts,
with
running
her-
shorts.
No, yeah, she has her black thong or whatever it is, and it's kind of blending in with her stripes.
Ibaraki's face is like actually terrifying when you look at it.
He's just here to let us know that he's happy to be here too.
You got Tatatomoed again.
True.
I think Zha and Shuten look fine though, and the cherry blossoms is always nice as a background.
I
Honestly,
do like how Zhao's rendered here, and
Yeah.
shooting shading is like actually really nice.
I
Here.
think
I can
Shuten looks
appreciate not
great here.
filling
This is
this
probably
with,
the This is probably the best in my opinion, Shuten's look. But I do think Zhao looked better in the other AR that you wanted to rate so low. And this one he's kind of approaching kind of handsome Squidward tier to me because his face is not that like bishy. It's a lot rounder if you actually seen his art.
Okay, can we talk about Xiao's eyes though, and how they're like looking at two different things? Like they're looking in two different directions almost.
Is probably just looking at Venus and Jupiter. I don't know.
I can respect the XT not like filling the screen with a bunch of cherry petals here, or cherry blossom petals. It's kind of like just very subdued, which is nice compared to some ARs where they just kind of splatter the whole thing with like glitters and sparkles.
See, the technique's nice here because they brought focus to the two characters, even though they have more shading, because they have the most contrast. Whereas in back, largely everyone kind of has, you know, high washed out colors. So that's why the most contrast attracts it. So there's some technique being intentional in here.
But like, if you just look to the left and then you just see those awful renditions of the characters, it's just...
they're a bit cartoonish. I wouldn't say they're awful, but they are kind of... yeah, we're here too.
I mean, have you seen Durga?
Let's zoom in on that. Oh no, I can't spin that way. Maybe something's a bit weird with their mouth, I guess. Alright, well, what do you guys think? Placement?
Low B.
Yeah, I put it at B.
Low B.
Alright. I guess we have consensus with this one. Low B it is. We have one more AR left. Let's go ahead and cover it. Oh my god, I zoomed it. And now it's all messed up. Z's and Behemoth. Okay, another AR where Juji completely fucks up non-human. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, sure. Behemoth looks a little wonky here. Not
looks
too bad
fine.
as type in, but a little off.
I think Behemoth looks fine.
Looks okay here. I think he's just a bit off model, but that's alright.
Yeah.
Like the original
It's not like
Sensuke, like it's just like whatever.
It's not like egregious. It's like Brick House Typhon, so I could overlook it.
Surprisingly, I think Behemoth somehow looks less brick house than Typhon in comparison.
I like how you guys just unanimously started calling Brick House Typhon.
Well, what else would you call it?
I don't know, a taper Typhon? Like, flat face Typhon? Shit does not make sense. Anyways, Z's at least looks fantastic always, but that's no surprise since that is the character that she drew.
Yeah. That's a solid B tier.
I'm fine with B tier. It's a cute AR, but like it's not very memorable. I think we have like what 5 karaoke ARs now.
That's true. No one's gonna argue with B then? Alright. I guess we'll end the stream off with a whisper. Right. Okay-ish AR.
That's what you get.
Wow, and right ending.
You started
Almost 3 hours.
my name.
Okay, so I'll try to save and distribute this tier list later. We can go over...
Post it on your community.
Yeah, I was planning to do that. I'll also put it in my server, of course. So, sorry I have not been reading chat out, and I will continue not reading out chat because it's not really a good place to start reading it from. But yeah, we're done covering that. Kind of want to zoom out the tier maker now, but I feel like I'll screw up the zoom. Yeah, it's kind of screwed up. Anyways, I will distribute this tier list later. What do you guys think overall? Did you guys have fun with it? Did you guys think there were some controversial picks that you'd still like to contest?
I'm surprised how many are over C tier. I wasn't feeling too strongly about... I guess my initial impression, I wasn't feeling too strongly about a lot of ARs, but I'm kind of surprised how much we ended up ranking B or higher, rather than like mid-C or lower.
Well, you know, when we rank these things, we kind of do it with like a letter in mind, but there's like a different kind of ranking where once you already see a ranking, it's like, no, there needs to be a certain amount below C. So we kind of did the former instead. Guys, give me something to work for here.
Hey, we're thinking. You know, we can't just make up something else. We have to think.
Arch, and Milk were talking about the Kiyuma AR in A tier, actually. And how I only we only let you have it because you were taking a lot of L's in the first part of the stream.
Wow. Wow.
That was our compromise to you.
Yeah.
Just for that, I should put the Zhao AR a lot higher. Whatever. I'm ready over it. Do you think we had a general consensus? Honestly, going into stream, I was a bit worried because I did think, our perception was pretty subjective, but we did find a strand eventually, Sort of like 3 out of 4 of us sort of agreed, and the other person didn't really care too strongly about the ranking then. It was fine to just vote whatever. We had some pretty funny picks here, so. The handsome Squidward one, the North Korean propaganda poster, the sus tree AR, the dabbing Moai face,
Moai,
and the yassified missionaries. Honestly, this is the tier that should be on top for bringing the most laughs. Let's go ahead and do that actually. But yeah, what do you guys?
That below or higher pay to win?
It's. Pay to win always wins. Hashtag
True.
not sponsored. Anyway, yeah. I don't really... What's up?
Oh, that's sad. I wasn't here earlier to defend my baby, but whatever.
You said you were fine this morning. I even messaged you and you're like, yeah, I was worried about everyone else, and I was like, oh yeah, Orbeez gonna be here.
Was I fine this morning? I said I should get some sleep before it happens. And then I just kind of slept until like 12:05. I was like, oh,
at least set an alarm if you know you're gonna be sleeping. Jeez.
I did set an alarm. I just slept through it.
The professionals I'm working with here.
Okay, it's a fucking art tier stream.
Yes.
The stakes were not very high.
See, it's that attitude, which is why you missed out on Meat Show. I'm sorry, but that's
whatever. Whatever. I know, okay, whatever. Milk likes these two enough. He's my stand-in.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and distribute this tier list at some other time. But yeah, that is the end of our stream. Thank you for joining us, everyone. It was fun to do it for sure, and very different for me. I might want to do a different kind of tier list stream some other time. I'm sure everyone here had fun with it. But I have no idea what to do next. And besides, for the coming week, we'll be busy with most likely the next event, which we are fairly confident, as in, some of us have leaks, but that's not here nor there, that the next event's going to be Nightglow, so
I'm excited.
Yeah, there's going to be new AR supposedly. Unfortunately, we aren't covering that here, obviously. But yeah, look forward to Nightglows. That's it for our stream, and we'll see you guys later. So on 3, everyone, we're gonna say our byes. 1, 2, 3. Bye. Bye. I felt like Milk didn't say anything.
I did say something.
It was a one-syllable bye.
Yes, I said bye. You don't ask for like bye-bye.
It's very important. Okay, see you.